It. Hey, what's going on, guys? Let me get started with get right quick. I want to get this done right quick. Hold on. Yeah, I had to get some shit off. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh shit, Sheila's on. God damn, Sheila. Fuck. Yeah, let me. Everybody's doing the ring around the rosy type shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna. Shit. Yeah. So yeah, spend that much. Getting angry. Yeah, let me find the live, y'all. We're gonna keep the pettiness going. Hold on. Shit. Let's see here. Open discussion. Let's see how long I kill it. Yeah, man. What's going on, Third Ward? Let me see. Nonprofit. Because people pissing me off all the time. Can't do shit. And they picked the wrong store. I could have had Publix. I would have found that shit too. I know they had my shit. God damn. Here we go. Get my shit right. Get out of here with that bullshit. Let me see here. Yep. Yeah. We got to keep the pettiness going. Hold on. I'm not going to drop nothing yet. Copy and paste. Y'all just give me 1 second. I'm going to go on mute. Because y'all are draining the fuck out of me, man. Let's see. Yes.
What's going on there?
What's going on, man?
Hey, nothing, man. What's cracking?
Yeah. Yeah, because I know y'all.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, not a problem, man. Not a problem. Always, man. Always.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, I know Sheila's fucking live. I'm like, damn, she probably was disappointed earlier.
Oh, well,
And
she know. You know.
yeah, I had to go say what's up to her. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably say what's up to her in the chat, man. Uh, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna pin this link. Yeah, he said he's trying to make you the old me like Jay Sean. I said, yeah, but it's all good, man. I mean, Sean came with that emblem.
Yeah.
So, he can come up with that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. Like shit is crazy, man.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Mhm.
I didn't want to tell Kuda what was going to happen, but I was trying to warn him, like, man, if that comes your way, and then I talked to Gino, I know he's attached to Gino, and I said, I shook my head. When I saw that, I got to see the restream, what Art said, and I think AB said it was something different. I said, oh, no, I don't think that's true, because Gino just didn't pop up like that, be trolling like that. I'm like, Gino.
Mhm.
And then Tyrone Church said in the chat, he didn't mention my name. Of course he ain't gonna mention your name because you done did something to him. And he didn't mention your
Mhm.
name on the panel. So I know what that's about. That's a whole nother. And
Yeah,
then
that's some
AB
whole
and
other stuff.
what you call it, ABB that got tied. He said, I ain't messed with the masculine mercenaries in a minute.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah, that shit's crazy, man. Yo, we was having a good time, man. I was like, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People, I'm like, man, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We was having a good time, man. I'm like, if you gonna be petty, man, you know what I mean? You got to do it refined. You got to have a
Mm-hmm.
refined way of being petty, man. And then you gotta have some. some receipts, and you can't just be up here just spouting shit and just going in on people. You got to show something so motherfuckers understand what it is that you're talking about in context, and then then you can prove me wrong. And you can't because you ain't got no receipts.
Yeah.
And the receipts you got is incriminating evidence. I ain't saying motherfuckers shouldn't go, but if you going down there for that, nigga, I'm gonna show you what that looked like in real time, nigga. That's raw. That was raw, nigga.
Yeah.
That was raw, nigga. Spending all that money, go down to Dominican Republic, working all them overtime hours to what? To get something you could have gotten in America.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Niggas is tripping.
They been tripping.
Really tripping, man. And Koji came on. I was like, I'm trying to figure out what she was talking about. Then I was like, oh, that's what she talking about. Okay.
You on some bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't know what she was talking about. I said, all right, well,
Yeah, I saw Beach in Third Ward going. She was going after some girl that she didn't like, try to pull her whole card.
yeah,
And
but
she
the
got
girl was in
mad.
the chat, man. The girl was in the chat minding her business. She wasn't even going that beach. Like that was a whole fucking nigga. I
Hey,
watched that shit the
you see why I
whole
don't go
day.
on panels with her? Because I already know what she's on.
Yeah, man, that shit was that shit was ticking me off because she was like throwing rocks and hiding her fucking hand like a motherfucker, bro. Like she was launching boulders. She had a catapult behind the castle walls, bro. Like that was just some. That was like, yo, the chick didn't even. The chick was like, yo, I'm here to just listen to Sheila. I'm not here for you. This ain't even your panel.
I
You know what
know.
I'm saying?
And that girl
Yeah,
said her channel was struggling, which is true. I mean, yeah, just because you got 3,000, you ain't producing no content really.
yeah. I'm
You
like,
got it from
yo,
other niggas. I mean, yeah.
yeah. And every time she on the panel, it's always some fuckery, man. Like,
Yeah,
listen,
she did that over at Kudas when I first met her, and then Gabe A came at us the right way, really.
yeah,
Shout out to him.
yeah, man. I was like, I ain't got
Well,
I ain't got
simply,
no
yeah,
problem with shit, man.
she's toxic. I agree with that.
Yeah, man. I don't have no problem with the chick, but yo, she a
I don't have a
problem.
problem, but I just don't like her antics.
Well, she is a problem, bro. Like a real
Yeah.
problem. Man.
I just let her be.
Yeah, she is a problem, bro. Like
Yo, I
a
was
big
listening to
problem.
last live stream you was on. You had me dying laughing when I cammed up and you said hydro business from third with the good hair. Yeah, that's some funny shit. Yeah, man. Cause I saw Sheila's live this morning because I didn't want to get on no panel. Because I did one last night on that stream with South American. I decided to do that. You know, that's just something I used to do on my old content, you know, trying to go back in time and relive the history. So, but I saw Kevin in sales over at Teapots, right? He's a subscriber of mine, right? But I didn't know what he looked like. And cammed up, I said, this nigga's my subscriber that X want to present. And then I heard the talking points of the King George with the Barbados penny. Apparently SKC be watching my old shit. And I put something in the chat in there yesterday. Yeah, somebody's been watching my content. Them niggas is wild, man.
That bitch got mad at me because I checked her ass for disrespecting me and my team, all because we cut her off from being extra long with it. And then she went and spread lied about us and letting us talking. Yeah, that's all she does.
She's very long-winded. I remember that over at Kudas when I first met her. She got dragged by the roast sector.
I know. Let's go. Like,
She ain't built like that.
yeah,
That's why I went easy on it, because I don't take her seriously. Them people won't last.
yo, but at the same time, man, it's like, you know, because I know Sheila's trying to be, she's not trying to be heavy-handed on the pen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it. And she ain't trying to be like, you know, she ain't trying to cater to the dude. She ain't trying to cater to the female. She's trying to be as neutral as possible. No, man.
Yeah, but she better be careful with her. I wouldn't trust her.
No, yo, just listen, man. Give it some time. She gonna piss. Yo, she gonna piss shit off sooner or later. She ain't stupid.
Man, I know she ain't stupid.
Yeah, she gonna piss her off, and it's gonna be crazy when it pop off.
Yeah, I have her back.
Well, she went at UD too.
Huh?
Oh, who said she went at UD? Underrated darkness.
Oh, yeah. She even went at underrated doctor's champ one night and slandered me and my team. But when I addressed her about it, she wanted to turn around and cry victim. Yeah.
Yeah, I can
And she's
tell.
cool with R. Cook. He came through my chat by accident. I said, nigga, who why'd you come over here? I don't like no Masons like that. I mean, my
No, no,
cousin's one in Georgia, but I ain't got no problems. I just don't fuck with them in general because
no,
they
it's not.
pawns to the
Yeah.
elite.
Well, it's the algorithm. So if you
Yeah.
want to show this channel and she up there,
Yeah,
then the algorithm loop everybody together.
that's what they do.
Yeah, because I'm not like after I got off the stream with y'all and that stuff that they was talking about that happened at Mace with Rashad's panel, the Mace start popping up in my feed.
Well, I'll tell you why. Mace, if he's in your chat or supporting, that's fine. I understand the subscription, but as long as they don't bring no damn trolls, I block them. That's what I worry about. I ain't worried about the algorithm. That's just a game. What they do is, if you don't talk about women like me over here, they just look at your channels just like everybody else. You know, it's just, I give you an example. BGS, he's in my analytics, and I look
Yeah.
at that, the people that watch. Now, he talks about a lot of shit. He's someone to me. They don't give a fuck. But when you're like, I'll give you an example, Cuda, that's what they go after, you know, and then they go after guys like Jerome. I saw him in my feed because somebody watches Jerome. That had to be Gino. That'd be Gino or somebody. I don't know who's who, but if I see some trolls that try to come at me sideways, they're gone. And then those the ones, if they unsubscribe, I don't see the Jerome thing or whoever no more. You know why? Because if I did something over here, they'll get the warning. They'll be like, oh, this nigga don't even fuck with me like that. You know what I mean? They see, like you said, those blue wrenches. Yeah, that's how they, you know, and they just skywatch.
Yeah.
Most of them scared. They're skywatching.
You can't
They
throw
afraid to
out.
hit that link. See, they see me in the chat, but they'll never hit on my side on the link. And I'll tell you, I'm curious. I'm curious.
I really think, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think old girl gonna be over there with the goddamn fucking the butter biscuit, fucking brigade, bro.
Yeah, but she don't even like them. That's the fucked up thing about it. I don't get that.
Well, long as she start using them like them toxic feminists, like that toxic feminist talking point going at people. No, I was really surprised. Told you she was fucking real cordial. She didn't get up there throwing chairs and shit.
Yeah, she's decent. She waved at me in the chat before in Platinums. I've seen her before over at Platinums. I mean, she's decent. Like some women, they're not as bad if you really talk to them on panels. Now, China White, that was her first time. She was intimidated by me. I know she was intimidated by y'all, but deep down it's me. Because in the chat, I have a presence. And they notice that. That's why a lot of dudes don't fuck with me like that. Yeah, I used to do the trolling shit too, just like Jerome, and I laugh at him. You can't put a battery in the back of me. You know, I'm not one of these people you can just do anything. I'm not a yes man. That's the problem. You got a lot of yes people follow their idols. And I noticed something about algorithms, how they put you. They pick and choose who they're going to delete. That's why I don't trust Google and YouTube. They be lying. They be capping. That's why a lot of people got problems. And then people make multiple accounts. See, that right there defeats the whole purpose of an algorithm. You're just lazy because you don't want to get sued by the FCC or whoever government that challenged you with that COPA shit. That's why they got scared. Google's throwing everybody under the bus. And I tell Kuda, no, that's a Google thing. That ain't no YouTube thing. They can get rid of the bitch. You know, if you ever heard the saying, woke go broke, well, they can fire her ass any day now if they wanted to. Google wants to do that. They're scared to do it because what we talk about, and like you said about Japan, that's just real. And if America is aligned with that, they'd be like, it's in their spirit. They'd be like, well, damn, we need to do that too. You know, about the men
you know, the women and try and get, and what's really said about the patriarchy, trying to get rid of the women's. That's exactly what they're trying to do, just like old Rome, because what it is, the black man can have all the bitches or other races, right? You know, just desperate, or you want to go the other way. The white man said, fuck it, I don't need it. That's where all that MGTOW shit come in, and that their term, what they call virgins, incels. That's their shit. That's their talking point. I always view it as a MGTOW slang term. You know what I mean? If they ever ask me in the interview in the big wigs, I tell them that's their shit. Because I already know they're going to get guillotined. It's like in France. That's them. They took the Hebrew Israelites. So I try to tell you, we used to be big back in the day. They knocked us out of bounds. And the CIA tore us up. And you know what happened? They went to those MGTOW red pills. They know who's who. If they ever ask me, I don't fuck with them dudes. And they might change the algorithm how they do things too. You know?
Yeah.
If you like a certain stream that's positive of theirs, that's good. But if they have a lot of negatives, their channel might not exist again in the analytics. I have those channels all the time. I don't like their new feature of the analytics. They do that shit on purpose so they can want you to put you in the 1,000 category or more. But they're trying to get you that million by mistake, so you don't have to stay in the bottom forever. You know what I mean? Because if you got good content, they pick and choose who they want. You know, if the subscriber likes you, that's a different ball game. But see, I can't help what a subscriber likes. You know what I mean? And B just said it all the time. You said, "Yeah, I got these subscribers somewhere." No, you had those subscribers because of PhDs. That's all it is.
Yeah,
lawyers and shit.
That's the thing with, as I said, with YouTube and with the shit. Like, you know, that's what like you know, people say you put tags in your shit and all that other shit.
Yeah.
Like, look, like when I did a little test, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't doing my 1/3 show for a while. I'm supposed to do it like today, right? But I gotta go to the dentist because I fucking broke my fucking tooth and shit on a fucking Japanese rice cracker and shit. So, so I gotta go to the dentist and shit. So I won't be able to do it the time that I usually do. I usually do it like about 9 Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern and shit. I do it for about try to get it about 90 minutes to be out because you know what I'm saying. Hit all my points, get out of the road. But when I do them fucking random thoughts and shit like that, without no tags, without no shit in the description, I just make a title and go. Motherfuckers just show them. I'm like, I get more numbers. So all of that tags and that shit don't mean shit no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then after my shit finish, it'll show like the Breakfast Club. Like every time after Shayla's shit finish, it goes straight to the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
The next video that auto plays. And it goes straight to the Breakfast Club or Hot 97.
Yeah.
And it's probably because she in New York or something like that. But
Yeah, she's in New York. Yeah.
That happened to Char too. After her stream, she does her live streams.
Mm-hmm.
After her stream is over, it goes straight to the Breakfast Club.
But did you know if those people in the algorithms, like analytics, and the people that watch your shit, like I get DC people in the chat, I get LA people that watch BGS, I get Charles, you know, by association because of you and Cerulean. That's common. Jerome and everybody else, not so much. Those are trolls. They'll be gone in a week, and I'll get somebody else. I did have to leave attorneys people watching me from clouds as well. Someone watches the lead attorney, and I scratched my head, but I got Thai City. That's correct. Everybody else is correct, and I think I had Shar on there too. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. It depends on what you share in your community tab. It's a combination of that. But I did have Sir Ism. Don't get me wrong. That's a good thing because he's frequent over here before. But somebody that follows Sir Ism likes my channel. You know what I'm saying? That I already got that type of audience, but most of my audience come from BGS. That's the fuck up thing about it. That's why you see Namer, you know, Sick Diggy. That's him. He's the one come over at Charles. I said, yeah, you over there at BGS. That's why I see AB and what's his name, PK Angel coming through before y'all came. I always knew I was being watched by them. You know what I mean? How you think they know what Gino said on my stream? Think about it. They be watching. I told Kuda, yeah, they be watching. They just don't come over here because I'm not a yes man. That's the difference. I ain't got no problems with them. But they see Cerulean, they get quiet. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I noticed that. And they just, they don't like Dre, but they don't like Cerulli because it's personal. It's kind of like he done something to him, but Cerulli pulled me to the side. No, they just got issues, bro. They just got to get over it, you know?
Yeah. Listen, man, Cerulli got a lot of them niggas on PTSD, on suicide.
Yeah. The suicide watch, yeah. See, they thought Dre put Super. Yeah, he does have a Cerulli too. The difference is Cerulli is cerebral, man. Like when I hear him on panels, you can call him Nyko all you want. I listen to the motherfucker. He's methodical with it. You know, I can be that way too if I wanted to, but I choose not to because it's so easy. We both start cracking up off air and we cackle like a motherfucker. He said he got his homeboys listening to the loud screen or whatever in the speaker and hear what they saying. He was talking bad about Warren. He said that dude sound retarded. I started laughing, and he was trying to beg him to come on or something, and he was recording his ass. I said, "Oh shit!" But that just shows you right there. Yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Is like that's what I'm saying. Everybody has their thing that they do and whatever. Like even when we was up there, and even when the dude was in the chat, if he was in somebody else's chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They would have been like, "No, come up here." Oh, I'm like, if you want to come up, the link is pinned to the chat. But since you want to make a statement, I'm gonna drop the facts. And he was in the chat. He was saying it, and then I dropped the fucking facts. Read the material, and then he went away, and then he came back. Then he realized that he was fucking wrong. Like, he got prove me wrong. Like
he follows BGS. I see him before, Valerio or something like that. I shook my head at him. I said, "What the hell are you talking about?"
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to yell and argue with you from the chat. I just drop the receipt. Since you want attention, I'll bring it up. It's nothing to me. I'm like, shit, it's just another window on my browser, nigga. I got 16 gigs of RAM, nigga.
Yeah.
We can do this all day. Like, you know what I mean?
You can't fuck with me.
I share a screen, and then we'll read the fucking cliff notes, and then I'll show it in real time. And then we'll move the fuck on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't get these dudes like that. But see, they yes men. But see, it come with my shit. It's informational. But if I talk about something in open discussions and defeat their point, always pull that shit out on them. I said, don't you try it. I ain't your leader or anything. I just get spread information a little bit, drop a little science, and if you disagree, I'll give you the link. Oh, what's going on, Educated Aries? Yeah, I ain't got no problem with you, bro. You cool. I know he gets under Big J's skin, but but that's just what it is. But Big J be coming around my shit. That's because of BMT. I saw BMT in my algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, BMT. What's going on? Oh, what's up, Educated Aries? What's going on, family?
Yeah.
Hell the pit.
Hell the pit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, Yo, Educated Aries, we be up here, man. When he came on my panel, Educated Aries, we was up there, dropping knowledge on some politics. Then we started talking about sports.
Mm-hmm.
Learn respecting his brother, man.
Yeah.
Love having him on the panel and shit, man.
Yeah.
Good time, man. I like having like conversations that go. Hey, we covered a lot of shit, man. We covered fucking guns, firearms, and shit. You know what I'm saying? Did a little bit of high value man trolling.
Yeah, I know he's got a channel. I may see it. Hold on. Yeah.
High value man trolling and shit, man. We did some.
Oh yeah. I call them high value tricks or trims or trims.
They ain't even high value tricks, bro. You saw where they be going.
Oh Lord, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You saw.
I love when females pull their whole card, man.
Oh yeah, bro, that shit.
It's funny. No, it's funny because see, that's why I love Cerulli so much. I don't even have to use it. See, the term dereliction does exist. I remember back in the day, the term derelict was used by the elders. I remember growing up seeing that shit. Oh, what's going on, Booker Ronan? Cool. Yeah, this is a cool brother right here. This dude. Shouts out to Shouts out to Team A game, man. Like he was over there wacky, he was dropping gems and shit, man. But that dude's a cool brother too. That's a Cerulean's comrade, man. But yeah, man.
Shit was crazy, man. Oh shit, bro. I just got something on the Newswire in the back chat. Transgender athletes face bans from girls' sports in 10 U.S. states.
I'm not surprised. They need to.
Higher food prices hit the poor and those who help them. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, see?
They said it's yeah, I heard y'all. It's refreshing to hear high quality conversation on YouTube coming from black men. Exactly, man. You have to. I mean, I do my own thing, but sometimes when I do YouTube, it's hobbies like this and talk about different things, history and people digging up stuff. I talk about various things too. I'm similar to Kuda, but I deal with the sports. That okay.
Tea. Take this goddamn painkiller, man. This shit is fucking. If somebody asks me, hey man, you want a toothache or you want a broken leg? Nigga, give me the broken leg, nigga. The damn nerve end is going straight to your brain, nigga, with your teeth, nigga. That's just enhanced utility. What's going on, family? What's going on, family? Oh boy, shit crazy. Oh, BMT, what's going on? Damn, BMT, you got a minute, man. Come up here, bro.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Clove oil? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that, man, but it's a weird break. That's why I'm going straight to the mouth. It's like a chip break and shit.
Oh, hold on. Got Jay Sean. Hold on. Boom.
X7. Hey.
I'll be right back.
Hey, Sean. Hey, man. You gotta use the Mark 5, nigga. You gotta come up there with the goddamn speed racer fucking emblem, nigga.
Or I just take a picture next to my own grill.
Yeah, man. I gotta go to the dentist tomorrow, man. I chipped my fucking tooth on a goddamn
What happened?
Japanese rice cracker, nigga. It's like you know what I'm saying? It's a weird break. It's like a fucking like bicuspid break, nigga. That shit is fucking weird. It's like a chip, but it's like annoying as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I'm high value, so I got like good ass motherfucking health coverage. You know what I'm saying? Only got to pay like it's dental, so something like this is only like 10% deductible.
That's what's up.
I got that good shit, nigga. The good benefits, nigga.
There you go.
That's what happened when you own your own company.
What you said? A rice cracker?
Yeah, Japanese rice cracker, man. It ain't like them saltines. Them shit's hard than a motherfucker, man.
God damn.
Yeah.
I wonder if they teeth be fucked up over there.
Yeah, they teeth be fucked up, nigga. Shit. And then rice cracker, like you biting into cement sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? I eat them shits because they healthy. I'm used to them. They are. They taste good. It was a sesame brown sugar one and shit.
Oh shit, man! I'm sorry I had to break off, man. I got my package came in from Art, man. Art sent me some art, so
shit.
I was sitting over here unpacking the artwork. Everything looks good.
Hold on, Art sent you something? Art and Style?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shit, man. Shit. Oh, he painted you something?
No, man. He had an auction on his live stream. Nah, I was like, man, I want all that shit.
Nigga, that's probably the first nigga that you done that then auction some shit off, and you actually got the product.
Oh yeah, well, shit. I mean,
all them angry T-shirts you won and never got done.
nah, man. You did good work, man. So now I got to come up with a scheme to hang all this shit.
Gotta get that far sway going. Huh?
Yeah, I got some. I got a lot of white space on these hallway walls. So.
Yeah, man, you gotta put some pictures on the wall. It can't be like Kendra D and shit.
some artwork or something, right? Some stock photos, something.
Yeah, man. Exactly, man. There's some stuff, I mean, you can't them shits that come in the fucking, you just buy the goddamn the picture frame, man. Gotta find a one with a black family on it. Can't be having no like white people just staring at your ass walking through like, nigga. Walking through the hall with all the white people when you walk, nigga.
Yeah.
What's going on, CRF TV, man? What's cracking with you? I was like, yo, that brother got a nice podcast, man. I went on that. He invited me on his podcast, man. We did some building and stuff, chopped it up, man. He got it on Apple TV, Apple Podcasts and shit. He hit a whole range of things, man. Good brother, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. It's funny.
Hey, what time is it at? Where you at, man? What time is it over there?
Oh man, shit! It is Friday at 2:30 in the morning. Man.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm always up around this time where I take a power nap and wake up at 3, 4 in the morning because I got to be on that U.S. time. What's up, BMT, man? What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's going on? What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Hey,
what's up, BMT? What's up, boss?
Hey, man. I know you like, what the fuck? How did my name get brought up into this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, bro, the reason your name got brought up in it, because it's not aimed at you directly, is they going down the list to paint a narrative to start the smoldering of the gender war. They trying to just go down the narrative of all the men that they actually had a conversation with behind the scenes to try to blame them for some shit that happened between one of them that they don't, that, you know what I'm saying? And the person in question that the shit happened to has no idea. So they just running around trying to whack a mole while they already know what the fuck happened.
You know the thing about it that's created by DeAndre, and it blows my mind. But I thought that I was trying to keep some form of a code. Mind you, I haven't talked to those people in a good long while, but I've been blamed for racism in this space, which blew my mind. That literally blew my mind. I've been blamed for bringing all kind of crazy shit and sexual deviancy into the space. I'm like, God damn, how the hell? And I'm like, check my resume, check my talk, check the stuff that I mean, Brother Obadiah, as much as he's been coming through, y'all see how I moved. Jay Shine, you know me, bro, for almost it was going on 2 years. DeAndre, as much stuff as me and you done talked about, the stuff that me and DeAndre used to have some deep hours of political, social, economical, military conversations. And then after a while, I stopped seeing my friend DeAndre. I said, well, where the fuck is battle at? Then after that, me and Jay Sean, we done have all kind of talks about accountability. Because we used to be on Black Exodus.
Yeah.
And Dark Exodus, yeah.
Yeah. So all these things. So I was raised on the merit. If you see something wrong, you have options. One, you can get away from it, and two, you call it out. Okay, that was something that the older people taught me. Hey, y'all boys, y'all stay away from that store. Stay away from there. And so something was happening, he told people. But I've never seen more people defend this deviancy of a piece of shit that I told everybody about. I have more people defending him.
You
That
talking about
blew my
that
mind.
content creator?
Yeah, you
I
got.
forgot his name.
Jay Sean, I see more people defending him, saying
Really?
I can't make
I
it
mean,
up.
what is it to defend? He said he did it. So what is it to defend?
But see, listen,
I mean,
it's
I forgot
easier.
his name. I saw the video though, him saying it. So
It's easier to blame and attack a black man before they will ever say something to a white man. It is easier to throw and lynch your own before you step to that man. Then the next thing is whatever this gender shit is. I'm sorry. Like, I am one of the most copacetic people. And me and Jay Sean used to crack jokes, but I have some of the most females on the panel that could talk to about anything. Anything. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. I like it where, I like it where Jay, Ruby, I just had Charity, the real estate broker, up there with her baby. We had I have a lot of female women and men, black men come up on there and we have different discussions and dialogue. And I used to catch all kind of flack and shit for that. Now I'm hearing about this crazy shit, and I'm like, what? What? Like, what the fuck? Like, when I say I don't know nothing that's going on, I'm supposed to be trying to move into my next house. Like, Deontay, I promise you, bro, I don't know nothing. I am,
Yo, so
I am naive right now, and nobody's real holistically not telling me shit until now. I'm just now finding out just little tailwinds or farts in the wind.
so I'm gonna help you out, man. I'm gonna help you out. This is what happened, right? This is what happened, right? The person in question, right? Oh, hey, Aaron's backstage. Sarah died. Yo, so I'm gonna basically tell you like this, bro. The shit, all right. The person in question, which is an innocent bystander, was probably the person that would just be chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like pretty much the peacemaker, right? Of the group of people that hang with each other. Um, that person got hit, okay, with some crazy shit. Now, the group in question was hanging around a person that's known for that shit, doing that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So when they was running around accusing of going at or trying to push that whole narrative and switch the conversation to that, like they would literally, like, now you probably saw it a couple of times, but didn't notice what they was doing at the time, right? Because the first time it happened was on Bomb Check. When we was up there when I was talking, having a conversation, we was talking about how when we was younger, we used to, date chicks and
Right,
have
right.
little games and plans. And there was a person in the chat that was talking about consent and all of that shit. And then she came up there and tried to make it like that, but it wasn't really like that. But it was the opposite, right? But then there was this running theme that when men would be talking on Mom Channel, we would just be talking about random shit, or men would be talking about random shit. The people in question, they would come up there and derail the conversation and just make it about, we'll be talking about, yeah, man, the weather's fucked up, man. When I was over at this place, I go over here, and they would come in like, oh, what's going on with you? Oh, okay, let the ladies talk. What about sexual assault? What the fuck did that got to do with what we was talking about? We were talking about weather and shit, right? Or what about molestation? Or what about rape? Like, no, what are you talking about? Right? And then the men would just get quiet because it's like, we wasn't even, this is a trap. And then you would see the men slowly but surely backing off because the men that were their allies or whatever, because you had your guys on there that, they had those manosphere talking points. So they was easy targets, but they stopped being the obvious targets. So it was like, we gonna pull the mask off of these men because they acting like this, but they ain't really like that. We gonna fuck with them until we pull a mask off or try to put them in the corner. So, you back the fuck off. Now, this was happening during the summer, so they had their little internals, external fuckeries that was going on, and then Cashmere's pictures got put out. It wasn't no nudes or nothing like that. It was just she was. I guess I didn't see the pictures, but nobody said it was any news. It was just her taking some provocative photos. But these wasn't on social media. From what was said, these photos came from like her account or email or whatever, right? Like these was when she was like 19 or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is this: if the people in question or the person in question that took responsibility for it and leaked it, which is a fucking female, if they did it, and they said they did it, right?
Right.
They put it up on a community tab. They said that they did it, and they stood on the disrespect on several other panels to say that they did what they did, and the reason why they did the shit that they did. And then you know the other person in question you got a problem with, then why don't you compartmentalize and keep it at that? But then you're blaming L. Nixon because he didn't stop the shit or whatever. Then you go to Aunt T because you got a beef with him. Then you're blaming, Cyberline, but he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Then you're going down the list and you just blaming people over and over again that everybody that you had some type of correspondence with behind the scenes, that's a man that actually kind of had your back. And then you're going down the list in the line, and it's like you're trying to run this narrative that the men had something to do with it. But what I want to know is if y'all were talking behind the scenes and that didn't go to none of those men, then how did the motherfucking picture get to someone that was already outside the circle and it went to a female? So it evidently had to come from a fucking female in a circle.
Right.
Same set match.
It had to, right? Now, when you was up there and I looked at the Mahogany Roots stream, when you was talking and then you had Maurice up there, right? And y'all was talking about everything that y'all was talking about. A certain person that hangs in that group came at you like you was doxing a person, and everybody agreed you ain't doxed nobody. You ain't this shit, right? No one even knew y'all to even talk to each other until the person said anything. And then it's like, oh, I already see what they're doing. They're trying to, now this BMT that leaked the shit or whatever. And I'm like, I done seen BMT multiple times fall on the sword when something like that would happen. He'll just tell you, no, this is what he did. This is the receipts. This is the whole conversation. So it's like, no, everybody know he get blamed for a lot of shit, but he ain't do that. That's something he ain't gonna do. Like he never did that. So, and even if he did put the information out, as after someone blamed him, lied on him, and then he just showed the whole truth. He showed all the receipts. So I'm sitting up here like, okay, this is a considered effort on a narrative. Now, the person in question that this actually happens to ain't behind the shit. They're just collateral damage. It's like a hit. It's like a sponsored hit, but they just running this narrative that every man is this, that, and third, and they're trying to get this. They're trying to get this movement. They're trying to get this backing, and the reason why they're going down the list and they're going at people now, they're going at people with platforms is this: they want the name. They want it to be in the back of the minds of the public, but the problem is the public don't give a fuck because they run around fucking with people.
Right.
They run around trolling, fucking with people, doing things. And then when motherfuckers fire back at them, they play victim. They run and play victim. They act like somebody did something to them. And the people that's protecting them because they're women, right, that only see the motherfucking reaction, they don't know that they running around doing all of this. And even if they are, it's the sisterhood code.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because there will never be no accountability.
Exactly. There's no accountability. So what did you do in that thing? Here's the thing, man. The shit, we know what the shit happened to you was fucked up, right? Now, we might have had our disagreements about it, but okay, nigga wake up call happened, but that does not excuse what the fuck happened to you. There's the receipt, everybody saw it. So why in that moment, when everybody was listening to you, rallying around it, we getting clarity on the fucking thing that went down, why are you bringing up something that has nothing to do with that to shed light on something else?
to basically move the needle, because this thing in question that happened, BMT, that you don't know nothing about, happened 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Aries, am I lying?
No, you're not.
Bro,
You know.
listen. You saw when we was up on Mahogany panel, me and Maurice and Sly and Mahogany, we were like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, you saw the whole panel was like dumbfounded, like, what? Like,
and they was in the chat. I saw them in the chat. I watched the stream. I was watching the fucking chat, and I'm sitting up here, and I was like, okay, why did she step up there? I'm thinking she's gonna say something, and then guess what? She derails the conversation to sway it back, and the whole thing when the shit happened in question, the person that it happened to told everybody stop talking about it, but they kept saying we ain't gonna talk about it, but they kept talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, listen, when I'm saying, listen, if I do some shit, y'all know me, man. Y'all listen, like you said, I will show it all and get it out there. I'd rather just, hey, let me just go ahead and just slit my own throat and just call it for what it is. But I don't even know what the fuck is even going on. I'm trying to tell people stay away from. I got people saying, you can't tell me to go to that white man's channel. I can go. I'm like, oh, do y'all know what the fuck he say about y'all? Well, you brought him here. I'm like, dude, he wasn't saying that shit around me. He's been going around y'all and saying all kinds of shit. Now I'm hearing about some revenge shit, and I'm like, wait, the fuck? Now I got people calling me like, yo, I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Like, this is stupid. Like,
well,
what the fuck is happening?
I believe.
Yeah, I saw your stream last Saturday. You went on them when they talked about your kids, man. That was some foul shit.
Wow.
I will not tolerate that shit. I will not tolerate shit. No, another man's family like that. The last time I defended a person that was I think it was Complex's wife or anything, like anybody that's a liability in the family, that's off limits. I mean, it's bad enough the wife part, but the kids, that's a ultimate no. That's a no. You don't say shit like that and say something barbaric like that. And I'm glad you put their foot on their neck and they try to lie their way out of it. Bunch of fucking clowns. This is why they don't come over here. I cut heads off over here.
I didn't even know they did. Listen, when I said I didn't know they did all that, I literally didn't know they did all that. You know,
you did the right thing. You did the right thing. I'm glad. And I ain't gonna say it's a nigga wake up call, but you had to understand that that's how they get down on YouTube. Prior to this newer spaces, they've been doing that for years. See, Google's trying to get them up out of there, and it's taking time. So they desperate. So they're gonna try to blame the nigga, but it's not working. Their own people's tired of that bullshit, man. That's that fuck shit they be on, man. You know, and that's why I don't respect none of them. Even their own people's killing each other. That's why I ain't worried about the mainstream manosphere. I told AB, they've been done. It's just they're desperate. They're trying to latch on and cop a plea. Like, can you please be save me, old good nigger? No, I'm not doing that. Get the fuck out of my face. And then you have to treat them a certain way. And this is what we do with SKC. You gotta treat him like a white man, man, even though he's black and everything. But what I saw last night over at Teapots, that subscriber, they be watching my shit too, but I said, I found that interesting. So you talk about my Barbados video, right? Into my SKC now. And then he wants to challenge it. Dude, that's nothing to be challenged. I'll destroy you with every research I had with the whole website. You challenge that scholar. It's a waste, and he'll get bodied every time, man. Like, I would never debate a guy that believes in the Charles Darwin bullshit eugenics. That's been destroyed. You know what I'm saying? You're using shit that doesn't even work anymore. That's not 21st century like. I'm sorry. I mean, people are not going for that shit. I just did a stream about South America and showing the people that how they conquested and everything else. And I did it got some views, but it didn't really mean anything. But I showed presentation, and I didn't want to get into arguing about white and black DNA all day. And that's just what it is. And I laugh at his ass. And shouts out to the Steam Elder. He saw that last night, how that bullshit. He'll tell you about it. And it's crazy. You know, this is a pattern. He's mad because Cerulean's over here. Prior to that, it was no Cerulean. You know what I'm saying? It was DeAndre. But when Cerulean comes in, they get tight. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. And I understand what Cerulean's saying now. And Dre, even yourself, BNT, these people be fucked up over here. See, I watched them things merge over at Platinums, plotting and shit. It all started in March, man. When I had my problems with certain individuals, and that's what happened, you know.
But
And I've been peeping this shit. It's just sad that Auntie's taking the brunt of it, and I hope he doesn't flip or whatever. But but when I saw Mr. Whiteside himself got a panel, and I think Art shared his stream, and then we saw Gino. I said, Gino, you better fall back. You done got enough trouble with DS1 and the whole team. Like, come on, bro. We had to pull him to the side. Yeah, I apologize to him again. Yes, I trolled over there. I stand on my pettiness over there, and we was clear. We just try to tell him, just relax. Let the troll, that guy's leading the charge over there, let him take that fall. Because I don't think he's ready, man. Because them Igmore dudes ain't playing. And when they told me how they dropped Angry Man off the panel, Art of Igmore, yeah, he wasn't playing. He said that too, and I heard that live stream. He was mad at me because I sided with Beasley at the time. So I know that's gonna have to be rehashed or whatever. That's just what it is, man. Like I told Gino, just be careful, man, because they already don't like you already. Man.
So,
yeah, man.
Aries was
Go ahead, BNT. What you was about to say? I didn't mean to cut you off.
like it's like I said, like a lot of the fellas that we butted heads that I have ever butted a head with, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Dre thing, like what was that? A ways back.
Yeah.
I don't have no beef with like me and Dre. We were talking on the panel about celebrity stuff, behind the scenes, travel stuff. Like people used to try to keep us on the panel because we could talk about all kind of things. Never have to fight. It would be somebody randomly that would get on. Dre would tell you and start saying random bullshit, and I would watch Dre like in half an hour. I said, okay, I'm out. Yeah, I gotta go. I said, I know where to go.
There you go.
Yep. He'll be like, I gotta go.
There you go. He confirmed what I said. Thank you, Elder. There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be some stuff that would be said towards like towards me. BNT, you're making up crazy shit. I'm like, wait, listen, I'm like, are y'all serious? And I could be literally non-combative and get all kind of spikes and knives thrown at me. And after a while, I just sat there frustrated, drinking my beer. And my people said, why you go over there? Why you go over there? Like, what are you going over there for? And so after a while, I said, you know what? Fuck it. Like, why am I going over here? Because literally, if y'all don't respect the sensible man that comes here and just tries to have a logical conversation, the fuck am I coming over here wasting my time?
There you go.
I just fell the fuck back. But I'm like, yo, like, y'all don't want to try to have a conversation. Y'all don't want to talk about stuff or politics or like things that we can have some conversation. It keeps on going back into some kind of gender bullshit war. And I'm like, nigga, everybody ain't on that damn choo-choo train.
But that's what like. Here's the thing, man. This is my ultimate thing, man. Every time there's some mess, right? Every time somebody's channel was building and moving and getting some steam and you getting people that even if they disagree on some shit, like men and women, they can come back the next day and the shit's over, right? Because it's on a topic or a belief system or subject. But then it's moved on to something else, right? The problem is that there's certain individuals that show up and then all hell break loose. People channels getting taken down. There's drama ensuing. People blamed for shit. Then you getting streams for 2 or 3 weeks of a person going to have to defend their position and their integrity and their reputation and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same fucking people that rolls around and they just go from here to there. And what makes these people money? Because if you look at when they actually do some content, they don't get the same numbers than when they involved in some type of beef or drama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you know who those people are, it's like you try to be cordial, you deal with them, you deal with them with a long-handled spoon, but then they slap the spoon out of your hand and then fucking just jump straight in your face, and then you gotta fucking put them down like rabid dogs. And ain't nobody, man, I don't believe no one that sat up here and made a channel take the time to go live, put together some content, or even if they hold a panel, they just want to have conversations with people and stuff like that. Sign up for that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to add, when I think I typed it in the chat, I think that the narrative was that because he was white, this whole fiasco, this whole drawn out live stream, this whole production was taking place, but only because he was white. And I also heard that you wouldn't have done this, or this whole scene or this whole fiasco wouldn't have been done if it was a black person. And I think I did name the person, and who I know has done some foul shit, Ringo. Pretty much keep that same energy. Yeah, pretty much keep that same energy for Ringo as you did for Trailer Hood. That's pretty much, and I'm sorry. So that's what I heard.
Yeah.
As far as pushback.
Okay,
but the funny part about it, and I mean, in the add to that, I mean, the crazy part about all that is the fact that the person who brought Ringo's despicable comments to light was on the damn panel at the same time. Sly.
Mm-hmm.
So Sly, and I mean, I don't, BMC, I know that I know you don't mind calling anybody out, but I mean, I'm saying there were people who have done this too. It wasn't even about race, in my opinion. It's about if the person does say some despicable shit about like that, call their ass out. And
I did.
You know, exactly. No, that's not. I'm not coming at you at all. It's just the fact that was the narrative.
Right.
You know, that was the justification for it to be like, oh, it's phony. No, if the person did wrong, hell, it could have been just because of the fact that he was white. Look, at the end of the day, he did wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but see the thing about Aries, like as long as y'all know me, and y'all can look at and test the time on a lot of stuff. Y'all know I have no problem calling out shit. Y'all know that. Like even on panels, I've done jumped up there. I've done did stream when other motherfuckers ain't say nothing. Y'all seen everybody in the manosphere jump on. Ah, damn, BMP doing it again. I'm like, nigga, like how can y'all say that you kind of have?
I see over at Art of New Style challenge they points too. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I done did. I'm not new to this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not new to this is who I am. So you know what I'm saying. So to me, at some point you get tired of swinging the sword because you're like, yo, man, like these motherfuckers don't really give a shit. You know what I'm saying? And I done butt heads with a lot of the content creators. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, man. Like, if this is what y'all want, then fuck it. And you got it with the women now, where they've got this stupid shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Because at this point, you know what? I like I said, when I heard, like, I've done seen stuff where a woman been called a goddamn nigger monkey, and by a white man, I ain't see the sister Hill say shit. I'm like, damn, y'all ain't gonna say nothing about this? I did a lie. Why are you talking about her? It didn't even go down like that. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I watched the whole video. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, God damn, like, yo, man, at some point, yo, the goalpost will forever move it in whatever direction that it sees fit. You know, like I said, I ain't got no beef with Obadiah, him, or DeAndre, Aries. You know, I'm the same. We have always talked about everything. Nobody will ever keep me from talking to Aries, Obadiah. Jay Shine, my nigga. Y'all can never separate me from my brother. Y'all can never separate. Like niggas, even with debates, at the end of the day, Jay Shine jumped right up on my panel. What's good, my nigga? And literally, we go right back to talking.
There you go.
General,
there you go.
Right.
Me and the general, me and him don't always agree. I remember one time me and him sat. General, you remember that one time me and you sat on the panel and we just shared our military days? What did they start doing to us? They wanted us to fight.
Well, they start hate, man.
They wanted me and the general to fight. When we
literally
were up there bonding and showing off pictures of us traveling around the world, and they just started. The women started saying all kind of shit about him and me.
Divide and conquer.
I was like, this is crazy.
Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all that the other day? I gave y'all the 10 rules of how the modern day woman, and particularly black women, some but not all, a few but not most, 51% being the majority, right? I told y'all that, but I digress.
Yes.
But,
The one
but like
thing,
I said,
the
we had to go ahead.
BMT. Hold on. One more thing. And I'll drop down after this. The only thing that I do wish that you didn't do was tell them to make up their mind, or just tell them not to go there. I just
Well,
prefer that you put the information out. If they choose to continue to go out there after you done told them, then after that shows even more so where their mind is. You
well,
know.
see, Aries, what I said in my screen, like, and Mahogany was there.
Mm-hmm.
I believe underrated grinder. He was in the chat. I said, if y'all choose to want to go fuck with him, don't fuck with me.
Okay, so
I
you made that ultimatum. Okay,
right. So I ain't say,
gotcha,
listen, you can go over there, and if y'all want to put him on your panels, just don't fuck with me. That's simple.
gotcha.
Like, I'm
Thanks for
not
the
gonna sit.
clarification.
You're not. See, so and my sister's still up there, and I told people, I said, yo, y'all want to fuck with a dude who's talking about stomping black babies' neck and shooting and burning our people and all that shit? Yo, don't fuck with me. We got to make a distinction. I think over there, you was there to check. I said
Yeah.
that straight up. I said, yo, don't fuck with me. I don't get down with people that want to hang with people that want genocide of my people. I feel like sometimes you got to make a clear distinction of us and them. And if you want to go sympathize with somebody that says that my people, my women and children should be dead, and me, I should be stomped on my neck and snuffed out, hey, I can't fuck with you. Like, if you
Correct.
want to go I'm just saying that, but me saying that, people will get mad at me for saying that. But I'm like, damn, what kind of stance do you want me as a black man I should take? But I'm not going to be riding with somebody that be saying shit about y'all.
Well, if you put out a ultimatum and they flipped it and made it seem as if you were controlling them,
The
and that
fuck?
was, because I mean, you can't tell me where to go and whatnot. That's a form of
Yeah.
control,
You
and I
don't have
saw
to.
that.
Hey, Average, real quick. You don't
Yeah.
have to tell nobody. You don't have to control nobody. See, here's the issue, and I'm sorry, but I gotta say it. And I'm gonna continue to say it because for those of you who know me, for those of you who don't know me, for those of you who heard me speak, anytime in the modern day that now that black men have begun to stand up, hold the line, have a standard, we're wrong. Toxic masculinity. You're trying to control us. No, we're trying to give you the protection that you've been asking for. And that's all that happened. So if I'm hearing some foul shit being said about whomever, black men, black women, black children, and I tell a group of women or I tell a group of men, hey man, don't fuck with that dude. That dude is that's a worthless ass Negro, man. He don't mean he ain't trying to build nothing. He's not trying to fix the problem. He's not trying to find solution. He's here to make a mockery of people. If I tell you that, then it's like, you just trying to control us. You just trying
Excellent
to,
point.
okay, bitch, keep going. Keep motherfucking
Excellent
going.
point.
But good evening. Good afternoon to the people on the panels and your
What's going on,
families,
UD?
and even the
What's going
people
on,
in the
bro?
chat and your family. Yo, peace to you, brother BMT. Yeah, I was in the chat and see this. I think that at the end of the day is that do we want to get better? Do we want to do what's right or not? Because now there's a saying, y'all know who she is, talking about they want to exterminate black boys in the womb. All right, where's the outrage of that? And if anybody that gonna say any outrage of young black girls, I would say that I've been very consistent throughout the times and stuff like that. But we just cannot pick and choose. That what's going on. We got to call all that out. And I feel that is the problem. That's why sometimes us as brothers, as men, we not in alignment with that. Like I tell any man, I don't care you don't like me. I really don't care, but you're gonna respect what I do because I do fight for what's right. I do talk about for what's right, and I do back it up and everything. And I feel that sometimes us as brothers, we be on these some panels, not talking about y'all, but I'm just talking about there are even some that on the panel that they are talking greasy about men, exterminating about men. There are some men on the panels, they looking at it and they just stand right there. And it's really, really crazy. It's really like astonishing to me that, you know, why y'all letting this happen if you know, and you know, they said, well, they ain't talking about me. Yes, she is talking about you, and even vice versa too. And so I just feel like this space of some people, they are very disingenuous, and you know,
They are.
they're very
You're right, brother.
they're
You're
very
right.
disingenuous. Let me get this off, and then you can get it back, brother General. And so I'm saying like this: that I feel like, am I a human being? And am I a human being? I have a right to speak up for what's wrong. All right. Do I have the right to, especially if I know that I'm talking about the history that is happening, even in the past and even in the present? And I'm just saying, so many people they are disingenuous, and I don't want to be no parts of it and everything. You mess with me, you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. And I think that we have to be in line with that, even though that we cannot stand each other. At least be cautious of that. And I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother Jimmy.
The key to it is, and I said this before, and I told y'all this before. What's happening is the black community, or community, as some people like to make fun of it, as some people like to say that it doesn't exist. Well, if it doesn't exist, why do you have all these different black people coming together in this digital space? That's a community. When people come together, it's community. When men and women and young and old unite, it's a community. Okay,
And
but
can't leave
what
each
you
other
have
alone either.
is the dysfunction. What exactly? What you have is the dysfunction of black people, some but not all, few but not most, being put on full display. Trauma bonding at its best. And this is why when a group of black men or a few black men come together and hold the line and have similar talking points, whether you agree or disagree, when they come together, hold the line and say, this is the standard. This is what we're going to allow. This is what we're not going to allow. All of a sudden, they're toxic. All of a sudden, they shouldn't be here. All of a sudden, all these other negative connotations come about. But when you have some black women that I've heard say, well, they should abort, kill. If you're having a black baby, kill it. Keep that same energy? Where's that same fucking energy? You see what I'm saying? You don't hear not one, I haven't heard not one single black female content creator in this digital space come up and
Fact.
say anything about that. I have not personally heard not
Me either. I
one
haven't
come
heard it
up and
either.
say,
Nope.
oh,
Nope.
that's fucked up. I don't know why, but they got so much smoke for the manosphere. They got so much smoke for other brothers in the space who may have similar talking points. They got smoke for days. They got fire for days for them. But I ain't heard not one black female content creator stand up and start a panel and start off with that point. I haven't heard it. Have any of you heard it? It's a question. Have any of you heard it? Because if y'all didn't heard some sisters get together on a panel and say, well, what that particular black woman is saying about black, and in particularly black babies, unborn babies, that's fucked up and it's wrong. If y'all heard it, tell me, because I haven't. Show me the link, because I want to go. Show me the link,
Hey,
because I want to go.
can I say something about this real quick? Look, we got at some point, black men, we gotta take being black men seriously. All right, we gotta take being black men seriously. And what I'm saying is, when you're being disrespected, you're being disrespected. All right, there's to me, there's no compromising with people that show you they have no love and respect for you. Now, I said this a long time ago, and I said it on Sue Boogie's channel. These are not our women. I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. All right, black women are not your women. They're our sisters, but they're not your women. What I mean by that is that you didn't raise them. We don't control the environment they grew up in. And, we have to understand that to fix the problem we have in Black America, going back to what General was saying, this issue, like, all this dysfunction being displayed for the world to see. we're going to have to build and raise, the better generation. We are the result of what happened before us. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when people talk about the crack 80s and that's Gen X fault. Nigga, I was born in 77. How the fuck was it my fault? You know what I mean? There's a lack of perspective of what's going on and what has happened, what policies and what situations took place before we were even born. I'm talking to everybody on this panel. All right, that led us to where we are. We're on a timeline. So it's inevitable that we end up where we are. We saw black feminism, how it came in, because feminism is different in the black community than it is in the white community. Why? Because we're in a different situation. We come out of slavery. This situation between black men and black women is not new. So when anything hits our community, it looks different and it affects us differently. You have a white woman that's rebelling against her man, rebelling against patriarchy. Remember the 80s, Papa Don't Preach, and Love is a Battlefield, and all those movies and music videos of the girl leaving her father's house and arguing with her daddy, and her daddy kicking his daughter out. That was happening in white America. They also had broken families. They had the Partridge Family, and what was the other one? The Brady Bunch, and you know what I mean. That's how they dealt with their issues. All the way up to the 90s when they had Teen Mom, because they had teenage pregnancy too. But see, the things is, it looks different in our community. Even though it's happening somewhere else, it looks different in our community. And what we do in our community is we have no code of conduct. So we show no respect to each other. Everything's the black man's fault, or everything's the black woman's fault. That's how we handle everything, instead of looking at the overall issue and being on code. Right now, you have an opioid epidemic that's bigger than the crack epidemic. Look how they handling it. I was just watching fucking Joe Scarborough in the morning. He's telling millions of his fucking viewers how one of his best friends is struggling with fucking drugs. He's a straight up opioid addict. And the compassion they were showing each other. But I turn on black YouTube and hear a bunch of niggas shitting on crackheads and the crack epidemic and what happened to us. See, that's an example of the self-hatred, the crab in the bucket mentality, the small-minded thinking that's happening in this space. And it's being displayed in front of the whole world. There's going to have to be a generation that comes along and says enough. I had a conversation with X on Saturday, and I had to pick on somebody in the chat room. I picked TV on TVA comment because his comment was problematic for me, because he said the stuff I was saying would benefit black women. See what I'm saying? We got to get out of that. I personally will cut the head off a fucking swirler, a divester. Fuck them hoes. You understand me? But here's the thing. They're still my sisters, and I'm not a gender warrior. I don't wake up every day thinking about, what I need to do for them. I'm thinking about what I need to do for the future of black people overall. And my part in it is a man. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about who benefits from it. Who I'm not keeping score. Because the truth of the matter is, the women who fell and then fucked this shit up, that really did the bad work, them bitches are 50, 60 years old right now.
Mm-hmm.
The ones they always talking about, the welfare queens and all that. Those women are 50, 60 years old right now. All right. Yeah. They're not the women now, they're not the ones that did. The same thing with the females. They blaming the men now for that's something that was created way before we were even born. You know what I'm saying? It's the same conversation. We're not realizing it. And the thing is, and hold on, let me just finish this real quick. And the thing is, to fix it, it's not a sexy answer. We're gonna have to put on the planet the generations that's going to do better. We got to fix the problem as looking at it as a timeline. We're on a timeline. All right. Unfortunately, we're not in the time where we can have free love and free sex like we could back in the 60s and not catch AIDS. No, we're in the era where we can catch some shit. We're in a different time. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. So my thing is, brothers, dealing with this situation with the sisters right now. For me personally, I tolerate no disrespect. I am a proud Negro. You know how you roll? You know how you roll into, you see a Sikh with his little knife and shit, and you're like, oh, that man's a proud Sikh. Or you see a proud Jew. That's me. I'm the black version of that. I'm proud of who we are and where we come from and what we have done. This batch of niggas that was captured and put in, molded and then bred and worked and built it, and this great nation was built on their back. And then those people went out and fought the great wars, and they fought for civil rights. And those people made the Constitution truer than it's ever been. That's the people we are. We made that document truer. We made it worth the fucking paper it was written on. Because that shit was a lie before we got our freedom, right? Before we fought for our rights. Before we fought for the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment. It wasn't true until we had the civil rights movement. It wasn't true until we fought against racial covenants and fucking redlining and segregation. It wasn't true. That's us, family. So when all the people from the world come around and they live in America and they get to have the American dream, that's because of you and your lineage. That's who we are. And we don't see each other that way. What we do is we see each other from a deficiency standpoint. We see each other as just another nigga, not somebody worthy of respect. That's why you have a bunch of bitches over here who are so disrespectful and so hateful. What they're really doing is reflecting this self-hate onto you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't let that happen. I'm telling brothers right now in the space, because what I know for a fact, and no one's going to admit it, the shit that you're hearing from those women hurt. But it's not your fault. You didn't do none of this shit they're talking about. Half of black men don't even have children. The situation with black women right now, being baby mama 4 or 5 is a fucking female issue. Everybody on this panel, I don't care who disagree, who don't disagree. I'm going to say this shit. I, as a black man, am not responsible for black womanhood. You understand me? And neither are you. That's some shit they got to clean up on their side. They can lie, they can tort, they can do what they want to do on that side. Don't get caught up in it. You see one in the street somewhere and she's being disrespectful, you chop her head off and you keep it moving. We're gonna have to take our respect in this moment. When you being disrespected, you gotta say no, hell no. This is a line we can't go past. This is a line. This is a bridge way too far. And you're going to respect me as a man. Now, what they're saying over there is serious. All right? It's serious. But it's not the end of the world neither. All right? It's not the end of the world. What it is, though, is liberation. Because when somebody's telling you the truth and telling you how they really feel, you as a strategic man should sit back and say, you know what? All right, I hear that bullshit. I hear that bullshit. Now I know how you really feel. Say more, bitch. Say more. Oh, really? Say more. See, the problem with us is that a lot of men don't understand that they've been programmed too. See, we care about having a wife and having that family, and that's why we're pissed off. And you have a right to be pissed off because you grew up like I did watching the Cosby's and you wanted that. But that's not what's before us. What's before us right now is war. And right now, a lot of brothers are not built for war. You in a time where white nationalism is on the rise. That's what's really pushing all of this. You really don't get the pressure of the world we live in. On January 6th, there's a sister in the space. She did a live stream, and I'm gonna go find it. She did a live stream when she was talking about, she's in DC, and she was talking about how all the Proud Boys were there. But you probably didn't see them on camera because they kept them off camera. But a lot of them Proud Boys and a lot of those white nationalists were with black girlfriends. We got ghetto gaggers thriving. The black women ain't saying nothing about that. Family, understand this and hear me clearly. The plantation has not went away. It just expanded. We have never fixed this problem, this power dynamic between us and them. What I'm talking about is the dominant society. And until we fix that problem, this problem is not going away. And the question I have for black men is this. I actually have two questions. One, do you care about your great-grandchildren's future? Do you care about your great-grandson and his situation and with the power dynamics that he's going to live under? And the second question I have is, are we men or we not? And everything should flow from there. That's what drives me in life. I'm a man, and I care about my great-grandchildren. That's why I rock the way I do. I'm proud the way I am. I work the way I do. I build the way I do. And I don't take no disrespect. Now, I'm going to say this last thing, and I'm going to close on this point. I don't take no disrespect from white men. I have a history in government and as a contractor in DOD and shut down powerful white men. You understand me? I've been through wars. I also been through with black feminists and got a bitch fired from the government, which is not easy to do. I've had the scars. I've also been to child support court and had to fight that baby mother, that nonsense. I did what I had to do. I fought all the wars. So I'm here to tell you this. When you fight a war, you fight it to win. And you don't take any quarter. I don't know why niggas are still having conversations with bitches that don't respect you. Mm-hmm. Why are y'all polying on panels with women who don't respect you? That's what I'm saying. They know that's why they keep disrespecting you. They know they don't. I was like, my brother Ant probably didn't even peep this, but I peeped it in the chat room. and she jumped off the panel when I called it out in the chat room. There was some chick named Casimir that had a GIF running. She had the Olivia Pope GIF running, which is a symbol for bet winching.
Right.
Right. So she's bringing that shit on a panel, a black man's panel. That's being disrespectful, family. I'm just throwing out one little thing that I see they do all the time. I know when I'm being disrespected. And so I was in the chat room saying, yo, that's the chief bet winch. That's the head bet winch, da, da, da. And then she saw what I was saying, and then she hopped off the panel. They were doing that to antagonize you niggas. So why have them around? See, if I know I'm disrespecting you, and I know I can disrespect you, and you let me do it, guess what I'm going to have? Less respect for you. You understand me? So I'm asking you a question, because Cerulean's here right now. I'm asking Cerulean General a question and Sir Abayo a question. Matter of fact, Dre, you military too. BMT, you all military. I'm asking y'all a question. If Grenada created 3 ships tomorrow, they built 3 Navy ships and attacked the shores of Alabama and Florida, will we just hit them back with 3 Navy ships? Fuck no.
Nigga, we're gonna be on their motherfucking ass.
Nigga, we're gonna own Grenada. We're gonna smash them. You understand me? I don't care.
Bits.
I don't care who the enemy is. I don't care if it's male, female, white, black. I don't care who it is. If my mission drives from them 2 questions I asked earlier, do I care about the future of my great grandchildren and am I a man? If my purpose drives from those 2 questions, then I don't give a fuck who the enemy is. I'm telling you right now. So
DR by the time we done.
Exactly. Black women are an easy problem. They're powerless. They're a proxy of white power. Those who subscribe to it, and then that's why I put them in 2 distinct boxes. And I want to give this advice to you, brothers, so it can make you sleep better at night. I put black women in 2 boxes. They either sisters or they bitches. That's it. And I deal with bitches accordingly. You understand me? Now, my sisters I rock with, my sisters I love, I got black women in my life. I invested in this. You understand me? I got a black daughter and 4 sisters that I am the patriarch of. I'm a patriarch in my family. I just sent 3 G's to my mother the other day, taking care of business for my family. I had to buy fucking headstones for dead people that died 20 years ago because shit was not taken care of in my family. But that's my job. That's my responsibility. And that's why I command the respect I do in my family. I want you brothers to do the same. Be a man of respect and then fucking demand it. No bitch come on my panel, come around me talking that crazy shit. You talking that divestment shit, get the fuck out of here. You talking swirler shit, get the fuck out of here. Take your respect. Hold your respect. You can't let somebody disrespect you and then be around you. If I was to sit over here and call Sir Abayo a bitch ass nigga, he ain't shit, he's a pussy, a faggot, and then come on his panel and hang out with him, and he let me do it, y'all would look at him crazy. Y'all like, that nigga's, this nigga some sucker shit. I ain't been a sucker since I was 13. Since I walked up to that block and I saw that shorty with the other dude, the chick I was in love with, and I thought we were gonna be something, and then I just found she was a sloth for an older nigga. That's when I grew up, nigga. That's the last time I was a sucker. That's the last day I was a sucker. All right, and I learned that shit when I was 12, 13 years old. I'm good now. Sometimes you don't know what things are, fine. People get over on you. But once you know something, you leave it the fuck it is. You don't dream. You don't think for somebody else. You don't wish it's not something it is. If this is what we're dealing with, this is what we're dealing with. I'd rather be better. But you know what? I want to be a man of vision and a man of purpose. Let's make it better. Let's turn this shit into something else. Let's get on code, family. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to get along. You know what I'm saying? But we have the same mission, the same purpose. All Jews don't have the same goddamn vices and and things they do in private. They got all kinds of crazy shit going on with them, and some are cool, some are not, some are lame, some are not. But they all agree on being that you're not going to touch a Jew. They agree you're going to respect their culture and their people, even if that shit is based on false history. It don't matter. It is what it is. See, I'm into power dynamics, and I want power, and I need my brothers to understand. Like, look. Fuck love, fuck all that shit. Let's get to business. Let's handle business. If you found you a good woman from your day one, or you find one now in the future, whatever, and she's a ride or die, she's a real sister, you blessed nigga. The rest of us get to business. Handle business. Build your shit together. Start learning how to work with each other and start dealing with each other. And fuck these whores. Because I'm telling you right now, there's no way to intellectualize what they're saying over there, especially when they cap it off with throwing white men in your face. Those are traitors. Those are traitors. They know better. They know what they're doing is very disrespectful. And for you to smile and grin with them, I'm just saying, anybody who come across this channel, because I know there's some niggas who watch you, sir, who going to hear what I'm saying. I want to interread this shit. If you skidding and grinning with these whores, you was a punk, a sucker. You're not a proud man. And they know you not. They know you not. Because all the shit I just said tonight, I still could fuck them in the mouth and you can't. I'm done.
I'm done.
You know what, man? It's like, I don't know how long ago or how long I've been saying this shit. Like, unless your ass was born before, I would say, fucking 1952, you inherited this shit sandwich. You didn't create it. You inherited it. But see, that's not good enough for a lot of motherfuckers. And that's why you have a lot of the finger pointing and shit. See, like, and the reason why I'm saying 1952, because you'd have been 20 years old by the time Roe v. Wade is even passed. You'd have been 22 by the time Title IX is passed. You'd have been 23 by the time the end of the Vietnam War. You'd have been 25 by the time of the second great Black Renaissance, which would be literally the height of your Gen X revolution or your Gen X generation. You see, for it to be Gen X fault, you would have to been born in that fucking time. You see what I'm getting at? And see, like, this is why I don't get mad when I hear like a lot of these narratives when people try to lump shit in like, they talking about you too. Like, nigga, do you know what I do in my day-to-day life? I know they possibly be talking about me. See, because you gotta understand, don't we say this same shit like, oh, when the mother say, oh, you niggas, all these niggas ain't shit, isn't the proper response that, oh, you must be talking about the niggas you deal with. So all of a sudden, whenever they say this shit, all of a sudden it's supposed to apply to all of us. So how can that make sense? So let me get this right. At what point in time did this thing about aborting black male babies become a tragedy, right? Because the last time I checked, there was a fucking boy named Dubois that sold that shit to niggas. But niggas, like I said, unless you was born in 1952, don't get me wrong, it was some niggas and it was some black women that chin checked Dubois. But see, you remember Sir Obadiah? Dre,
yeah,
the conversation we had about them Divine Nine niggas. Motherfuckers know how to run around here, throw their ass in a motherfucking circle, and beg for motherfucking grant money. And then a motherfucker want to get mad because I say something like my organization uses its own money because we don't like to be told what the fuck to do with grant money. But see, the reality is every one of our sister organizations that do get grant money always tell us that's the reason why they fucking love us. Because there's so many restrictions. When they get grant money, there's all these restrictions that they can't do this, they can't do that. There's only everything's restricted. They have all these fucking budgetary fucking restrictions. But there's one thing that once they meet this one guide and it leaves their hands, they have completely met that guideline. It's out of their hands, and we still could do whatever the fuck we want. And that is whenever they grant share. So whenever we get some motherfucking strong face motherfucker, fucking face strong enough to literally hold up
pillars of society. Come up with some motherfucking trigger words or key words as if this is some kind of profound knowledge. That's why I'm gonna let them have it. Not too familiar with that. I think this is some kind of setup. You're expecting a jump in. You're expecting to conscript the ladies into a let's get them girls. And I think the reason why a lot of niggas be getting mad because to them they're telling the truth about them. But I want to know when it really did become a tragedy. Because it certainly isn't a tragedy if you go down to Planned Parenthood. A lot of you niggas don't mind aborting your motherfucking black male babies when you taking your side bitches down there. Don't sit here and stand on your high laurels because Cynthia G saying the shit now. Your motherfucking logic got to be all the way around, brother. Don't get pro-black and stand on your motherfucking soapbox now. But your brother down there taking the side bitch to get the black side, baby, son, aborted as we speak. Sitting down there like a dummy just to keep the bitch mouth shut so he don't tell his wife because he's scared to take half of his $43,000 a year. Or in that other motherfucker case, what was his name? Hood Conservative. So we don't take that little sliver of his tax money to pay for services that the state normally pays for.
Oh, hold on, time out. Point of order. You gotta explain. What the fuck you talking about? What did you say? What did the server say?
Man, this motherfucker get on
Sheila's panel. I was there. Yeah, they destroyed him.
What did he say though?
Man.
Go ahead, sir.
Motherfucker get up and talk about, man, what he says, some stupid shit like, I don't want my tax money to go and pay for these bitches or some shit like that. It's like, what do you mean by, what do you mean by that? I don't want to go pay for these social services and food stamps. Like, what, nigga? Like, you need to be going to those designated spots within society to talk to motherfuckers about where the fuck your tax money go. I mean, we have designated spots.
Most of it is going to white America. That's what I was told his ass.
I was taking them down the line of reasoning, like, nigga, like you're a so-called conservative, my nigga. Like what do you think? Like the government is gonna like go through all of this tallying of millions of fucking citizens, just take out your little sliver of a contribution out of millions of citizens' contributions, and just take out your fucking sliver and say, let's make sure that we don't use hood conservatives sliver of contribution from his fucking $17,000 a year part-time hood burger job.
But what I'm saying is but if he wants to talk about his taxes and where it's going, most of it is going to defense and then to white America for their health care, for their Medicare, their fucking disability, and their welfare. They eat up most of that shit to anybody.
Well, we know that. We like literally, if you look at like I don't know how many times I'd be going through like the federal budget. Literally 60% of the fucking budget. 60% of the budget goes to paying the government. Literally. And we talking about the government,
and I appreciate y'all, by the way.
Not a problem. Not a problem, man.
I love y'all American taxpayers. I love y'all niggas, man. Thank you, General. Hey, General, I can't wait till you retire, boy. I got some more for you, General.
Boy, it's on the way. I love it.
Why do you think the military has been the fucking cornerstone of the fucking initiative? Oh, but we don't want to recoup any of the motherfucking wealth that the government fucking pours all of the country's money into, when literally every motherfucking fiscal year budget, damn near a third of the overall GDP is poured into what? The goddamn military and all of the private firms that are associated to servicing the military. So those private contracts that people bid on, for like medical contracts, building contracts, communications and IT, including security, claims, R&D, all of those. 1/3 of the overall GDP is poured into that shit. And that's why, that's what I said. The military is a cornerstone of the initiative for no other reason than that. Ain't got a goddamn thing to do with some fucking overly moralistic or because of what this country has done to us. No, it ain't got a goddamn thing to do with that. This was just completely logical. The motherfucking wealth of the country is heavily invested in that. That shit belongs to you. Period. Oh, yes, we know the country doesn't deserve your service, black man. Country doesn't deserve your service, black woman, but you deserve everything that is being poured into them institutions, nigga. Just like that.
Cerulean, real quick, not to stop your flow, brother, but I've been for the past motherfucking 5 years since I've been at the institution of Fort Hood, I've seen more and more and more white, Mexican, and other coming in and taking advantages of that institution. It's black study coming in too. But I'm seeing the overwhelming majority that enter into military service being white and other. And this is what I agree with that initiative that you're talking about, because I do, as a service member, I don't push the Army on anybody. I've been a recruiter, I've been a drill instructor, I've been doing this now for 24 fucking years. I don't push military service on black people. I simply give them the option. I simply say, if you don't have the means to go to college, and you want to go to college, you can be educated and all that great shit and smart coming out of high school. But if you don't apply for and get the scholarships because you don't know about them, and now it's like, oh shit, I want to go to college, but where do I get the money from? School starts in 9 weeks. I done fucked off my summer. Now it's time to go to, what am I going to do? I tell
Or
you,
pick up a trade.
do your 36 months. Do your 36 months. You do
That's all you
36
gotta do.
months, you got to get a trade. You do 36 months, you're going to get a trade, you're going to get money for school, and you're going to get paid while you're doing that. And
Hold
you're going to
up.
have your basic needs of survival met.
And here's the thing too. Once you get out, I'm gonna say this real quick. Once you get out, and you get your regular job, you have something called the VA loan. All right. At 24 years old, say you do a 6-year contract and you out at 24 years old, you don't want to sign up. It's not for you. You now on an honorable or general discharge. You picked up a trade. You picked up some college credit, or at least a degree if you really buckled down and knocked it out. But if you didn't, you maybe got a certification or something. Now you can go into the workforce, and now you're sitting here with a VA loan. A VA loan, for those who don't know, is you can go get a house based on your credit. Is how much you can get, but there's no money down. And there's not a lot of people who can do that at 24, 25 years old. Go get a property with no money down. That throws you right into the middle class. So if you're coming from a poor white community or poor black community, because we all know, General, what the white boys are doing in the military. You know what I mean? And it pains me when I see 2 white officers, a female and a male officer, working together, and we can't get niggas on the same page for lunch.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And then they come out the military, you know what I mean? They both got their benefits, and then they go into the government. And now one motherfucker's a 13, the other's a 14, GS14. The one's a GS15, and the other one's a GS14. And they just caked up. And I see this shit all the time. You know what I mean?
Man.
So all this high value nonsense and all that, man, find you somebody you can work with, man, and build your family properly and stop all the dumb shit. And I'm talking to both sides. I'm talking to female and male, because all this shit is stupid. You have a lot of opportunities in America. You have the most fluid credit system on the planet, and niggas is talking about leaving. I ain't leaving America. You crazy? Ain't never believe in that
Hold
shit.
on. Once again, I made a statement, a couple days ago, right here on our Brother Serge panel, that we are better served by people with AAA batteries for brains. See something going on in the chat, and it would be really kind of an insult to even call him a derelict, because derelicts actually are redeemable. The reason I'm saying is, like, when I keep hearing statements like this, right?
What happened?
Like
Who
black
was
women
that?
are the most undesirable women. But see, let's in the Yoda just drop facts. Like 85%, like when you talk about marriages, 85% of black people are married to other black people. Like where are people getting these ideas? Oh, they're the least desired. See, these are these projections based on themselves. Like, because they find the least desirable. Nigga, just because you hate yourself doesn't mean that everybody else hates themselves. It's AAA batteries. Like, can somebody get this nigga some AAA batteries? This nigga clearly, like, he just needs an upgrade. I mean, he literally just needs an upgrade. Like, let's just be honest. Because, let's get this right. If they were really the least desirable, right? Why do you see all this fucking investment in this black woman? Don't sit there and tell me about no motherfucking shit when I see all the goddamn investment in this black woman, but you don't invest in them, but now you get mad because you ain't invested in them. Which means you ain't been, this is, again, AAA batteries. You ain't been paying attention to the whole conversation at all. You didn't even listen to what Brother Jay said. They may not be our women, but they still are sisters. Which means we haven't controlled the fucking environment in which they are incubated in.
Yep, and I control my environment. That's my daughter is my daughter. She's my baby. That is my woman, and that's my gift to the black diaspora, a good sister.
But see,
my daughter's 18 years old and will bring
Facts.
you a plate. My daughter's not ratchet. My daughter's clean and
Facts.
respectful.
Facts.
She's knowledgeable. She's
Facts.
proud to be in black. She never wore a weave a day in her
Facts.
life. You know what I mean? That's my gift to the diaspora. You understand me?
Facts. I agree, because
That's
so am
your woman.
mine. So
That's
what you
right.
have to do, real quick, Cerruti. So what you have to do when you talk about controlling the environment, you have to control the environment where you are from your battle position, and then as a collectively, things will change. If each man takes responsibility for his particular battle position, it's just like being on a battleship or on a battlefield. I got the northern sector. You got you got the eastern sector. Jay Shine has the western sector. As long as we control and dominate that space, and we all have the same similar fucking ideology, then we can win that war. If we're all doing something different, if you're letting, people, women in your sector or women in your family, well, I say sector, but your family or those around you, friends, relatives, whoever, do what the fuck they want to do without being questioned, without being saying, "Hey, why you wearing? What is that all about? Why you feel the need to go out here and go to Walmart in your fucking pajamas?" No, you can't do that to just general people you meet in the public. Okay, got it. Because we know that we don't live in that society. But when it comes down to your family members, and then your family members should be one to that other women want to emulate in the, just like the men. I talk to young soldiers every day. Hey, why you
Check
wearing
it
your
out, General.
uniform like
Check
that?
it out,
Hey,
General. He wants to
why you got your
check it
earrings
out,
in?
General. Check it out, General.
Why won't you get a
Says
haircut?
General, he's talking to a scientist, and he says, just prove me wrong. Well, I have a scientific method that you can fucking try, and you can prove your goddamn self wrong. I want you to fucking go outside, go down the motherfucking street, tell that shit to a motherfucking nigga that actually loves himself, okay? And she won't even knock your motherfucking teeth out.
Right. Hey, I gotta hop off here, man. It's almost 9 o'clock.
And if you keep your teeth,
Appreciate you, dog.
Hey, Saroon, let me just say this real quick, so I can hop off here, because I gotta take care of something. But I just want to say, brothers, man, look, I believe in us. long as there's blood in my veins, breath in my lungs, I believe in us. You know what I mean? What I know what my solution and my point, my approach is not an easy one, but it's the necessary one. And if anybody's serious about your lineage, you might have to think about what I'm saying. We're gonna have to raise the generations we want. I'm involved in Big Brother program and a mentorship program. I got a young brother I'm sponsored right now named Jeremiah. I'm very proud of my program. The brothers I'm linked up with, we're very serious and we do what we do. We work out of the DMV area. And so since I've been in the program, we done got three brothers through college. We got four in college right now. There's some other brothers sponsoring another young man right now. I got one. He's 11. Can't wait to see what he turns out to be. I'm proud to do it, but I don't do it for me. I do it for them because this is how the lineage works. We take 8 brothers out of the fucking hood and put them on a different trajectory. That has a ripple effect. That changes their children's lives. It actually changes who their children will be, because if they stayed in the hood, they probably would have got with the wrong type of chick, had the kids in the wrong type of situations, maybe multiple baby mamas, whatever, right? But now they're not going to do that because they're being guided. You know what I mean? They have a brotherhood above them that they can call and talk to, and men they can respect, and it's going to put them on the right path. And what I learned through the whole process I've been doing for the last 9-10 years of this program is that a lot of these young men just want somebody to talk to. All right. And we target, bad situations, kids from single moms, but I'm targeting the future leadership. This is not sexy. I know there's not instant gratification in it, but it's what has to be done. Because I had stupid conservatives tell me I got backwards thinking for doing that, which is nonsense, which is idiocy. Because every time, and I bring that point up on Saturday on X channel, because when you have rich Italian men, giving money to the Roman Catholic Church for their programs for their poor Italian youth, or rich Irishmen giving money to the Irish Catholic Church for their, poor youth, you don't have that kind of thinking. People take care of their people. That's how it's supposed to work. There's nothing backwards about that shit. If you want to change the situation, you start somewhere. I'm on the timeline. I'm going to do what I can while I can. I'm like Benji in fucking Game of Thrones, half dead. But I'm going to do what I can while I can. All right? And I'd suggest y'all do the same, because we got work to do. This is all I can tell you to do. Now, I'm going to make it look fly, though. I'm going to have fun, because that's me. I'm a Brooklyn nigga from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fly. I'm going to travel. I'm going to do what I want to do. But at the same time, I'm gonna handle business. All right. Now I work hard to play hard. So business is life. Life is business. You niggas handle yours. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Peace to the chat room. I see Aunt T in the house. My man, American Negro, got my favorite YouTube name. You know what I mean? The elders in the house.
Great American Negro in there.
I love that shit. I love that name. And cause that's who we are, by the way. Anyway, and shout out to Red Pill and my sister, the goddess Neek. The goddess mother, goddess queen mother, sister gorgeous one, Hotep. I'm out, niggas.
All right, peace.
All right, boy. Stay up, Jay.
Yeah, he had to slide through over at DeAndre, so I had to go after stream. So yeah.
No, real shit, man. Like,
but he's absolutely right. Go ahead, Cerulean.
I'm saying, man, real shit. Like anybody out here saying that shit, I'll tell them, look, hey, look, go out in your community, nigga, and get up on your soapbox, get a megaphone, and say that shit loud and proud. Black women not lack desirable women. Just say that shit loud, and see if you get to keep your teeth by the end of the day.
Well, Cerulean, you got to realize that a lot of these motherfuckers are cowards, and they've already separated themselves from the community, right? They've already separated themselves. Like I said before, and I said it on X channel when I was in the debate with a couple of brothers. Black men, black people, and particularly black men, want to separate themselves. Just like some black women want to separate themselves. I'm divesting from the community because there are not any good black men out here. No, there aren't any good black men that will let you do what the fuck you want to do. You hold to task. You got brothers talking about, I'm leaving these hoes right here, these 304s. I'm leaving them right where they at. Fuck these hoes. I'm going over here. Yeah, because they won't put up with your bullshit.
And what
because
I'm
they won't
saying
allow you
unto
to do
them,
what you want to do.
and what I'm saying unto them
Thank you.
is take your sorry ass on. Why the fuck you look? If you want to go, ain't nobody holding you here.
Right, but the problem is not them leaving. The problem is, and I don't have a problem with them voicing their opinion. Look, like I said, I don't agree with SYSBM and Passport Bros. However, come a pause, I don't have a problem with it either. Some of their points may be valid. Some of them, matter of fact, are valid because I've seen it. But at the end of the day, that's you. Leave. And if you want to come back and then do a compare and contrast, you have the right to do that. Everybody has freedom of speech. I don't have an issue with that. I don't.
So,
Everybody has, but I'm going to stand on my square because my square is there is nothing for me personally. Me, there is
see,
nothing
my thing is
greater
this, right?
that God put on
My
the
thing,
face of this planet. Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm gonna give it to you, Shirley. There is nothing greater that God put on the face of the planet for me, for this black man, other than a black woman. I don't want no Asian brothers that found love in that genre. I don't want no white woman. Shout out to the brothers that found love in that genre. I don't want no Hispanic woman. Shout out to the brothers who found love in that genre. But for me, I want a nappy haired, blue black, dark ass, curvy bodied, big booty, heavy built, heavy duty motherfucking black woman. That's what I want.
see,
That's
what I'm
what it's
saying
gonna
is,
be.
see, what I'm saying is this, right? Then you gonna leave, right? Because you already made. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying like that whole SYS or excuse the whole trim thing has already made itself clear. There's just some
Right.
disrespectful shit to me as a self-respecting black man to a movement that says it doesn't want to be a part of a community in which I am a leader in. It's an insult to people in my ilk and being
And I agree that
responsible,
we're saying the same thing.
right?
I agree, brother.
And
We just said the
so
same thing.
right, so my thing is this: you go ahead and leave, right? But you're gonna shut the fuck up on your way out the door. See what I'm saying? Like it's just as simple as that. I ain't got no problem with you leaving. Go ahead and do what the fuck you do, but you're gonna shut the fuck up on your way all the way out the door. That's the way I am with it. That's where I'm at with it. If she with the females, you don't have to say a whole lot of shit, right? Why? Because they're gonna go ahead. They're gonna go ahead. We already seen it play out a dozen times. Yeah, even all right. All right, see you. See you if we see you. And that white man goes out your motherfucking head. And then what happens?
Those are
You,
facts, man.
you see what I'm saying? The problems end up literally end up solving themselves.
Those are facts. I can't and I won't disagree with.
The
How,
problems end up
however,
solving themselves.
and I agree with Jason. That's one of the reasons why I stopped going to certain places, man, because I don't want to be that guy who has to turn into that man, that black man who has to turn into that animal towards black women. So rather than sitting, arguing, cursing, call them names and all this stuff, because it's inevitable. In some spaces you go, it's going to happen because they're unhappy with themselves, and their projection of their unhappiness and their self-hate gets projected onto you. So what I did was I eliminated the process. Instead of trying to talk sense into, instead of trying to talk with them to maybe give them some information and change their views, I realized that you can't do it. I realized that
Yeah,
there are some out here that, and there's some male spaces that I stopped going to because you can't talk sense into them because they have their own their own ideology of how they want to live life and what they think life should be, so be it. Fine. Who am I to judge? And I'm not the one to judge. So
Yeah, like
therefore,
Pete.
I separate.
Yeah,
The
like
law of
Pete.
attrition, Cerulean, we talk about it all the time. The law of attrition is always going to be prevalent within the societies in which we dwell in. There's always going to be a second and third order of effect that will come to pass. And you're seeing it right now. That's just like this morning over on DeAndre's panel. We were talking about a certain situation that I watched happen. I didn't go up there. I almost clicked the link, but I didn't go. And I didn't go because I knew that the conversation was going to go from, hey, let's try and see if we can come to some sort of agreement or a conclusion. I knew that it was going to turn into, you was a bitch nigga, you was a broke nigga, bitch, if you only knew. But who am I? You see?
But see,
I
was
at the back before I came up. He told me wait 10 minutes. I said okay, and then she hopped off the damn panel. I'm like, come on now.
Hey, you know what's funny, right?
Yeah.
Like when I keep hearing like a lot of the fake outrage behind the shit that Timmy G is saying about the black babies, right?
Right.
Now, Pete, right? The niggas wasn't saying a motherfucking thing. And you had motherfucking Obsidian running around here talking about black women should die full of their own blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
But wasn't it Super Sly that said fuck the community and their kids, let it burn?
Mm-hmm.
Let the community should burn. Wasn't it motherfucking unreasonably overdressed MOT?
Yeah. Calling them
That was saying
domestic. He called them domestic reptiles. See, I remember I used to be subscribed to. I know I had to cut that nigga off in March, man. Yeah.
that they motherfucking kids should be killed in the motherfucking street. What the goddamn difference?
Mm-hmm.
But what Cynthia said is just so bad. Oh, she advocating for the annihilation for the extinction of black men. Hold up. Since when? Where do you think she even get the idea from? Who put that little gem in her head? Do pray tell. Now I can
But
tell
see,
you where
the thing is, for me, and you've known me for over 3 years now, I've always been one to keep it down the middle. I've said this first time you and I met and started having conversations. I believe in being fair. I personally, and I understand the selective outrage that you're talking about. I don't have selective outrage. I thought it was fucked up what he said. I let it be known. I think it's fucked up what she's saying. I let it be known. You see, certain motherfuckers, certain people in our community, right, in the black swath, across the black swath of the American diaspora, right, since we don't have a community, pray tell, right, certain ones of these motherfuckers need to be met with blunt force trauma. They have not had what's called their nigga moment yet, their nigga wake up moment. They haven't had it.
Right.
I don't have any beef with Trey or SKC. I don't. I disagree with some of their ideologies, and therefore I question it. Just like when they disagree with me, they can question it all they want to. I disagree with conservative. You know, he's a middle ground player, if you ask me. What he does is stand in the middle. He asks questions that he readily knows that there aren't any legitimate answers to, because they're not legitimate questions. Like the question being a black man done for you, nigga? You wake up in the same black dark skin as I do. I would think that you do. And if you don't know what being a black man has done for you, nigga, I can't tell you. The reason that you ask that question is because you have nothing to add. You have nothing of value. You latch on to any and everything that you see as being better than what you are. This is why you're so-called a conservative. And people pick and choose whatever affiliations they want to pick and choose from, right? But at the end of the day, how dare you ask me when I come from a strong, long legacy, long line of strong black men?
Oh, bro.
What has being a black man, what has being black done for you? The fuck do you mean? So for me, I look at that as one of them niggas that's one of them niggas that would run and tell, Master, these niggas planning to escape from the plantation. So one of them niggas that go tell on you.
You're right, General.
Hey man, look, this is what we need to do. We need to come together, and we need to put this addendum together, and we need to vote this way so that we can get this and this done. Oh, I'm going to tell white folks, y'all planning to take over. I'm telling.
Well, they about to burn down
Why
the crops,
y'all?
rather.
Why y'all?
Won't matter time because they gonna burn down the crops. You know they coming for. You know they coming for the big house next.
Yeah. Goddamn house Negroes, man. House Negroes. And then I didn't say nothing earlier because I didn't want to be classified as a water carrier, but I have to because DeAndre is my guy. I noticed I listened to a certain channel yesterday, as a matter of fact. And I noticed that there was a recording being played, and the recording was trying to be slickly introduced by slowing it down and distorting the voices of said individuals. But the problem was I was on that particular panel that day when that conversation was had. That's the problem. And I'm listening to it and I'm thinking to myself, damn, bro, why would you do that? What point are you trying to prove? You have a right to do it because it's your channel and you're the creator of it. But why would you do that, man? Just hate Negroes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there listening to the shit, and I'm like, wow, this nigga this Negro is really doing that shit, man.
Yeah.
And then you try to be slick with it. Now, the one thing that I don't mind, if you are a racist against your own kind, if you are a traitor against your own kind, then don't be a hidden traitor. Don't be a Benedict Arnold. Just be out in the open with it. I don't like you Negroes. Just go ahead on and be the true motherfucking coon that you are. Just go ahead on and be the true Uncle Ruckus that you are. I don't have a problem with that. If you an Uncle Ruckus nigga, just be an Uncle Ruckus. And let it be known. See, that's the one thing that I can respect about the Uncle Ruckus type motherfuckers. I respect Uncle Ruckus because he gonna tell you to your face, I don't want to be around you niggas. But guess what Uncle Ruckus is not gonna do? He gonna talk your shit, but Uncle Ruckus is gonna keep his distance from you.
Facts.
Because Uncle Ruckus know that if you're in close proximity and you say some fuck shit, you may end up, somebody may end up laying hands upon you. And I don't preach violence. I don't. And that might not be physical hands, and that's a metaphor for getting read your rights. It's just a metaphor. But for the life of me, I don't understand that after all the uphill battle, out of all the uphill shit, and when you talk about the community in which he's decided to become a part of and marry into, because it can be done. You can go out there and show where they own some fuck shit too. You can do it if you really wanted to. And then there's a whole bunch of excusatory reasons as to why that happens. So that's that bullshit, man. Bullshit. That's that bullshit. And if you go back and you play a certain segment of it, you'll hear for yourself. And that's dirty macking. Negroes like that, and I'm from the city of Compton, California. Yes. But I didn't grow up and I didn't necessarily grow up. It was around me in the violent part of it. You understand? The violence was all over, but my particular area, because people didn't, it was OGs in the hood, they didn't allow that type shit to happen. It was like, hey, he's going to school, leave that motherfucker alone. You see what I'm saying? Then it just got bad after a period of time. I'm man enough to admit that we do have some issues in our community, and this is one of the reasons why I come to these spaces so that we could talk about it and look for problems, be able to problem solve. But you got some niggas that use it as a way to just say, "See, I told you. I told
See,
you.
I
Look,
told you so.
here
I
it
caught
is.
you with your pants down.
I
Here it
told you
is.
so.
Yeah. Mhm.
Here it is. See, see, I knew it.
They
That's
said that
those
last
Negroes.
night. They said that last night over Teapot, and that guy was a subscriber of mine, right? And then he said, "This is exactly what I talk about." He used the key word "animal," and then SKC said, "Say that again one more time." Just like I predicted. You see the correlation? And watching my shit too. And quote one of my old pre-records. I said, somebody's been watching my content. Talking.
Yeah, I was watching the playback of Sheila's panel the other day. You guys were all on it.
Yeah.
I wanted to be on it. Missed it, too late.
Yeah. D Durrell, he cleared the air. I didn't have to, it was nothing to say after that. I told him what it was, and he did his thing, and Dre did his thing, and that was it. And those other men, they was just there to derail it. They had nothing to add. I mean, Kat was gonna be herself. I mean, she realized she fucked up when she gets off the sauce, and there it is.
I don't know who that
I can't. The
I
other
don't know
woman,
who that nigga was like it was like fucking discount Christopher Williams.
yeah.
What was it, Pablo?
Oh yeah, he's a trim. He's a trim. He's a clown. He's a clown. I don't like him. He's the reason why I got what you call it, tagged out over at Bernie Povich. That's why I say fuck both of them. Fuck both of them niggas. They coons too. They the same type of niggas that support SKC. And then he quote SKC about the animal thing. I said, oh my God. See, he done brought his minions over there and thought he was gonna say something. See, he got mad and acted like a little bitch when I called him on the panel, and he hopped down like a little bitch. He's mad because he should have said something. But see, he wanted to talk at me, but he's a coward. Fuck them niggas. But that's all I gotta say about them niggas, because they had a chance. And the other clown that's over at Platinums, this little yes boy, Mr. 23, little young boy that he is, wanted K for Cat, and Cat don't give a fuck about you. She don't give a fuck about you. I mean, they didn't see what I saw. Nah, he was caping. I'm sorry. I had to call that out. No, nigga. Stay in your fucking lane. I was about to crack his skull that day. Yeah, I hate niggas like that, but see, they're the same ones who complain about the same ones they have problems, with the females, and be flip-floppy, man. They're full of shit.
Yeah. Listen to the shit niggas been saying, and then want you to be as mad as they
Elder,
are.
that was him. That was him last night. He was egging my subscriber on, Kevin in Sales. I didn't know he was Nigerian. Subscribe to me. Yeah, he subscribed to me. He was watching my shit. I'm not mad. I mean, hey, go ahead. Yeah.
Like, you listen to the shit these niggas have been saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
and then they want you to be mad or want you to be as mad as they are about the shit that Cynthia is saying.
Right.
It's like nigga, like, that's your God, nigga. That's your God. That's why you're mad. Because this is what your Lord hath said. And your Lord had said that thou shalt be no more you niggas.
Yeah, Wacky, that was her. But she's all right with me. But them niggas didn't know how to handle her. She was giving them that work. But her and Dre got off on the bad foot. She apologized. So she calmed down off that alcohol. I mean, that sauce. Excuse me. But we dealt with her. But we good over here. Ain't no problem with her. I ain't got no issue. She came to America. She said she traveled over here. So I have no issue with her. Unlike the other ones claim, oh, I know more about your country. No, you don't. And you know who I'm talking about, the big homie Avatar that they love, the worship.
Well, what's funny is like, because I heard that other one, Avatar X.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Like, quote, the coonish, the cooniest fucking stats about niggas, and like, right in niggas' faces, like quote those Black Brit stats. Don't quote no American stats to me. Like, because if we dig into the Black Brit stats, they'll just tell a whole other story. Like, the motherfuckers over there is fucking swirling out of control. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he try to fucking compare us to them over there. Like cigarettes, I could show you footage and say this is America and show you nothing but fucking fucking footage for the UK, and you would swear like niggas, like if this was niggas, like you just swear that we just all some swirling motherfuckers. Like, is that bad?
Okay, RPA. Okay. He's in the NSA building. He's from DC. He's cool with Kuda. Yeah, I see him a lot.
Said he near the NSA building. Shit, which one's the NSA building?
Yeah, but he works some type of security for them. I don't know if that's his job. He probably explained, but I've heard him say that on panels. I said, "Well, be careful. They're gonna pop your ass." I mean, DC don't play. That's why Kuda's quiet. He ain't saying nothing.
Yeah. A lot of black spots in DC for a reason.
Yeah. And he tried not to say nothing on his panel about his music, and I said, "Cool, it's all right, man. Don't try to get yourself jammed up over this shit. Hell, they can." But as long as you mess with them niggas, I say, yeah, they'll fuck up your shit. And I see it a lot. But over at Sheila's, see, they mad because they saw you, and she had 3 streams on old boy, and his retaliation said, "Let me get some clips." And I said, "Okay."
Oh yeah, cool. I destroyed their leader.
Yeah. They was really looking for you that day too. And I saw Pablo. He got mad and saw me, but won't say shit. But he's a coward. He's a coward. He ain't gonna come over here. He's a coward. It's another one. That's why I don't take him seriously. He's a joke. He got roasted.
But see, I'll tell you, man, they always sleep on Dre, man. They will literally they'll carry me with the raw stuff, and then when I bark on them, I'm telling you, they always prefer Dre's fucking pillow
reasoning.
Like I'm telling you, they prefer to just like be slowly smothered by Dre with a fucking pillow than for me to just
right. But see, I was about to say something, but see, I was quiet. But see, Dre was trying to give him that reasoning. That's what we was trying to tell Gina. Look, y'all prefer Dre, but them niggas ain't fucking with him. It hurts them, man. Like they don't want to hear it.
You know, keep it real, like even even strong face shorty.
Yeah.
Strong face shorty, she support all, when they like she be over there being literally like being a mammy bot for them dudes.
Yeah.
Found that out. That's the other reason why she had a problem with me.
They think Dre's a pookie, but thus they think that they're smarter than Dre. Of course, Wackett. I mean, that's very normal. See, they laugh at Dre, but Dre is cerebral. Y'all better leave him alone, him and Gino. And I try to tell you, cerebral, just knock it out the park. That's just like me. I don't care. Because anytime people challenge me, I don't care who it is. They get it wrong every time. But if you have that C word coon mindset, I'm going to pull your whole card regardless. I'm not going to say no. Nigga, this no. I'm gonna have to talk to you like a white person. Pull up the real stats, and if you say that, they said fuck it. I'm not talking about that.
Let somebody know, man. I'm gonna start trolling their ass in the fucking. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start doing the fucking Donald Trump impression on their ass.
Oh yeah.
It's like I know you guys. You're the guys that voted for me, but I'm telling you, you're all backwards. You're all backwards. You got it wrong.
You got it wrong.
You are not the blacks that I want in the Republican Party. You are not the blacks that I want.
They said, folks on the coon side, you ain't got no stats.
Now, why would I want a self-hating coon in the Republican Party? I'm just saying, you guys are not the right blacks. You are not the right ones.
If I recall, you're not the right coons. There you go.
Like, this is not my African American. This is not my African American. Can somebody please go get the African Americans who love me? Because the African Americans who love me are the ones that also love themselves. The ones who love me also love themselves. Can the real African Americans please stand up?
I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you, folks.
Oh yes, I tell you, yeah. Oh yeah. The real African
Damn,
American
Cerulean, I
podcast.
didn't know you had that in you, bro.
Oh yes. Haven't you seen my luxurious hair? I have an African American hairdresser. That's why it looks so great. That's why it looks so illustrious. It's done by a self-respecting African American. That's none of the coons. I'm telling you. And a real African American, a self-loving African American, probably skinned a coon type African American just to make this hair. I'm telling you. Real African
That's
American.
crazy.
Real African
But
Americans are awesome to me.
see, the one thing that I noticed is when you're having the real man conversation, the trolling is introduced because they know that they cannot hold water to the real conversation.
Oh
They
yeah,
know that.
that's why I'm always That's why I'm always mocking them. Like after I've destroyed them, it's just like I just start mocking them.
Yeah,
Like
that's what you do. Mm-hmm.
like it's always funny, right? Like
Right.
that's why when it's like me and a general or say me and Charles, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
why our shit be going on so long. It hardly ever goes into the trolling thing, right?
Right.
That's why our shit be like so in depth. Movies are like, oh, right.
Yeah.
And then what happens whenever the one of the fuck boys get on, right?
Yeah. The yes man. Yeah.
And then it turns into it's like I would like to say, however, in many seconds it takes to destroy them, which is usually like within the minute. That's literally like their intellect. That's their IQ number.
Mm.
And it's very rare to get one that's above a minute
Oh yeah.
because most of them are under 60. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like even like SKC's IQ is under 60 seconds.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's why he couldn't even catch the whole goat joke.
He didn't catch it.
Like AAA batteries, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And it's actually a third in all of them, really, because they used to hang around in Agent F's chat. I tried to tell DeAndre, well, he's got most of them over there. Now, half of them don't even fucking like each other. Shouts out to DJ Cool, which is true. I was over there last year, and I observed. I didn't get mad, and I told Jason I saw a bunch of coons last year after that Ahmaud Arbery shit, and that shit was quiet. They didn't speak on that bullshit. But you know what they spoke on? It's George Floyd fitting on Floyd. Okay. I won't hold you to it. And as soon as that guy got locked up, I would say like last year and doing some real time and his people, whatever, they still processing the case. They ain't heard one peep. And then he tried to get on panels over at Art of New Style and got destroyed by Black Choice, the Agent F. Body his ass. See, Charles destroyed what you call it, MOT. I hate to say that, but it was a back and forth. And then that went left. But then Agent F and Black Choice went at it, talking about Trump because he supported Trump, which is called Agent F, and the other guy didn't. And he tore his ass up. And BGS gave him the work. Rodney Abuki gave him the work.
Yeah. I
I
would have
started
loved to have
laughing,
been on
man.
that panel, and I would have been in rare presidential form, as I always
Yeah.
am.
Yeah.
Because I like nothing more than to put people like Mr. F in his place because he is not my African American. I was just like, you know what? You are more liberal than you like to throw it on.
Right.
You're just a liberal. You're just like, get off my cock already.
Folks, he's just a liberal. Mr. Fittinelli is nothing but a liberal. Agent F. Fittinelli, the mob boss.
Like, as a matter of fact, get back to work. It's like, or I'll call your supervisor and get you an Article 134.
Have a nice day, folks. Oh man, but he got destroyed the last time they did a DMX tribute over Arden and stuff as well. I was on that panel too, mocking him, trolling the shit out of him. And Beats was on the panel too, and BGS, and then what did BGS call him? Bosco. I started dying. I said, damn. Bosco. Come on, boy. He's so black. You know what I mean? Because I have an aunt that have a dog, black Labrador retriever that's black, and she named him Bosco. But that's what he was thinking about. I said, yeah, we stand the same language.
Like fucking like country motherfucker. Like, dude fucking mouth has the same consistency as fucking Hardy's Carl Jr. meat. Just flappy. Just flappy. just flappy and greasy and shit.
What's going on, Rashawn?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. I'm on my way from work.
Yeah.
I had to jump in. Since I see all my villains over here.
Right. Hail to the Great Skull.
Hail the Great Skull.
Yeah. And you know me, I am everybody's favorite villain. Fake news hates me. All the liberals hate me. Half of my party hates me. Yeah.
Half of my party hates me, but I don't.
I mean, if you look at a lot of these clowns and YouTube, I mean, these guys, they're just on my dick. I don't even know what they're doing. They're actually the reason why I get a bad rap. I mean, serious. They're the reason why.
Cerulean, if you were to use his avatar and show up and not joke like that and just really, they would lose their damn mind. They would swear he was on the panel.
Yo, they would lose their shit.
They would lose their shit.
Look, I'm sorry. Do you know how hard it actually is to do that shit with a straight face for too long? Like I be laughing to myself, and I have to like break that shit. I have to like do breaks of that shit because it's hard for me to do it too long, too serious, without throwing jokes in there.
If you got one of his speeches, if you took one of his speeches and you just started reading it, man, that shit would be hilarious. They lose their shit.
Oh my Lord!
I'm telling you, like these guys, they should have dried up a long time ago. I mean, they should have dried up way before they were even born. In fact, they should have never been born. The only reason why they were born is because their fathers were crying during the time their mothers had their legs open. But they should have been. They should have been dried up a long time ago. I thought they would have dried up a long time ago, but somehow, for some reason, their mother just got lucky that night. Right?
Damn.
Like, yeah, fuck them evil Smurfs.
It's like I heard this one nutcase. This one nutcase was on a panel with a white liberal who was literally trying to railroad my presidency. I don't know if you ever heard of him. His name's Destiny. He's a gamer, right? And he's sitting there, and Trump's the bad guy. He's a part of the fake news, right? It's fake news. Trump's evil. I'm the bad guy. But literally, I have been the greatest president in the history of the country. I have been the greatest president since the colonies. I have literally even been better than any single royal member of the royal house when Britain controlled the colonies. I mean, look at me. Look at the way this country has turned out. It was all because of me. Who would have thought? I have been the first president to ever visit North Korea. Went there. They gave me an awesome hairdo. I mean, it wasn't near as good as that one that I got from that cool black guy at one time. But at the same time, this doofus literally told a guy that was part of the fake news that his mother would see the KKK in person. And do you know who the guy that his grandmother would go and see was actually happened to be my father? So what do you know? I actually have, true story, I actually have a half black brother. What do you know? I am actually I am actually really the only black president that has ever been in this country. I am literally blacker than Obama. Believe it. Isn't that fantastic? Now you know why all of the real self-loving black people love Donald Trump. That's why you always see me back in the day hanging out with all of the rappers, all of the cool guys. You'll never see me hanging out with an AKA. You never see me hanging out with an alpha or a college guy. Those always the street guys. I mean, of course, you never see me wearing a chain. But I mean, have you ever seen any of my cars? I mean, hey, those guys, now they got some cars, but look, my car is way more awesome than theirs. But look, where do you think they got it from? Just saying, coolest black guy that's ever been. That's just all I'm saying. And whenever you look at all of those guys that are part of fake news, those SKCs that they, our friend Cerulean here, he calls them a supreme goat fucker. Right? Cool name. Cool name, by the way. Awesome name. I couldn't have thought of anything better myself. In fact, I'm actually kind of mad that I didn't make it up myself because I am pretty awesome guy. But I gotta admit, pretty awesome name. See, those kind of guys, they try to be like me, right? Like I'm a real black guy. See, those guys, they're not black. They're not black. They're not black.
Why
I'm
they not
blacker than
black?
those guys. What do you mean, why aren't they black? Because
Why they not black, Uncle Trump?
they're not really supporters of mine. They're really like taking everything that I say out of context. They're really a part of the fake news. If you really look at it, like they're really trying to be me, but they can't see me.
Yeah, I hear you, Unc. I hear you. Talk your shit.
It's like, if you really look at it,
I
why do
got a
you
call. I'll
think?
be right back, fellas.
All
That's
right.
the reason why. If you look at all of the real news, why do you think you're seeing those guys all on national TV, and they're blaming me for January 6th, and it's always those guys like the Supreme Goat Fucker, right, being sprawled out on national TV like the doofus that he is.
Wants to talk about Darwinism.
Just like that guy Pablo. See, it's like you get Pablo. And I told you guys, if you would have voted for me, if I would have won, I would have gotten rid of all of the Mexicans, like that guy Pablo. We wouldn't have been dealing with that problem. See?
Yo, I'm fucking dead.
Yeah, man, look at it. Look at Pablo. Look at that nonsense this guy is saying. I mean, he is saying some ridiculous stuff. Pablo wouldn't even be in the country. He would have been on the other side of the wall that we would have had, thanks to yours truly. Right?
Hey, I got a nickname for him. The Pandering Spaniard.
He's not even a Spaniard. He's just a plain old Mexican. But that's the problem with Mexicans. You give them a bean, and they always try to take the whole freaking plantation. That's why I said if you voted for me, you would have gotten the wall, and we would have made
On the
Mexico
whole
pay for it.
plantation.
Because
Yep.
we know that Mexicans, just like Pablo, are nothing but a bunch of filthy crooks and liars, like he was lying on that lady Sheila's panel that day. And that's what I'm saying, folks. And that's why they deserve to be over there, over on the other side of the fence, because, well,
Cause he ain't Uncle Donald Trump, motherfucker. Nah, let me stop.
Let me stop. Yeah.
Well, that's it, guys.
Let
I
me
have to
stop.
go.
Let me stop
It's
before
been
these
a
liberals come after me.
it's been a fantastic time. I have had so much fun as always. Your favorite presidential villain. This has been the real news, straight from the horse's mouth. Excuse me, I'm not a horse. I am yours truly, the Don. Thanks to all of my good blacks, my self-respecting blacks, my real blacks. Dare I say, my real niggas. Because I can say that because I have a half black brother. So, and of course, yes, I actually do. I actually have a half black brother because my grandfather actually did used to meet ABL's grandmother back in the day. Okay. Used to meet her in person. And that explains why we always used to give them turkeys and toys. In fact, I used to always share my little wooden trucks with my black half brother. Grew up with him. He's a great guy. So that's why I am the only black president that America's ever had. In fact, I'm blacker than Obama. I don't know how many times I have to
Oh shit.
No, really, I gotta get up out of here. I
All
gotta
right
get
now.
up out of here. Ugh. I must be manic because yeah. I haven't
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
man, y'all don't even know fucking Trump is fucking hilarious as hell. If you ever like sit back and listen to him over say some
Right.
shit, that nigga will have your ass dying.
Yes.
It's like nobody's greater than me. I am the greatest.
I'm the greatest president of all time.
Like, look at Joe Biden. He wants to be me. By the way, look at him. He's just
It's Sleepy
Crown me
Joe.
as king.
It's Sleepy and Joe. Sleepy Joe.
look at all these guys.
He said, "Look at Hillary. She's just fall down." I was like,
Oh, man, I gotta get up out of these guys.
"All right,
Man.
All right, Cerulean.
all right, so
yo.
peace."
Peace.
Yeah.
And there was
Grayskull.
3.
Yep.
Oh hell, Grayskull.
The ultimate villains. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did a 3-hour stream being petty, so I decided to do an after stream. First, I didn't want to do one. I said, you know what? Because I missed half of the panel because I was at the store, moving around and shit. So I said, you know what? Let me do this as a favor because I need my minutes in. Yeah, Dre probably had to step away and shit.
Like, yeah, fuck that. I want my minutes in.
Yeah, I'll get my minutes in. I'll stream tomorrow night, so
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow night because I do know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Where
is
all the villains congregate.
Yeah, I might have to watch this replay. Yeah.
You might see somebody's mother rooting for us.
Yeah. Right. I gotta watch this replay, but I gotta watch the other one with the 11 hours. That was a long ass stream. I cut that bitch off. I was like, dude. Yeah, I have to watch that. And this one I might watch. Yeah, and I might watch this one tomorrow. Instead of the 11-hour, because I'm gonna watch the 11-hour today, because I don't know if Kuda's going live, but yeah. That's interesting, but
Yeah. But I'll probably strike a stream when I get to the crib. I'm still hiking.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm still hiking. But I'm gonna catch y'all villains on the other side when I get to the crib.
Right.
Hell's Grayskull, bitches. All right, I'm out.
Oh hell, with the Great Skull. Peace. Yeah, man. Like the brother said earlier in the stream, man. We over here building. That's all we got to do. And yeah, we taking names, man. The villains is doing damage. We're doing damage today, man. What was that 28 special guests? Like, oh, okay. I don't know what they doing over there, but yeah, appreciate that everybody came through, man. So a lot of people came through today. So, like I said, man, this is after stream. Like the pettiness, I know it continues, but you know, that's what I'm gonna say. You know. So yeah, it's after stream for DeAndre. We had a stream. We talked about various things. So going all the way in. Hell yeah. Going all the way in. Hell yeah. We had BMT, we had Educated Aries, shoot, we had RPA, we had the General, we had everybody. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty much open discussion. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could talk about whatever. Last call, if y'all want to come up, because I can shut this down the next hour, because I know y'all busy. Because, you know, I can kill this right now. I already got the views that I wanted. Because I know people are busy. I'm still, I'll do a live tomorrow, y'all, for the Friday Special Madness. I'm going to talk something different. And stick with that. Because I know it's kind of rainy outside. Tropical weathers and shit. But you know how that goes. What's the day? 28? Yeah. Yeah, man. But you know, yeah, appreciate the BMT talking about his concerns, man. He was talking about it a lot. So I know I was streaming, but you know, I saw that after stream, man, because I know people was moving around and shit. I think she was doing it. It was an hour stream. Random thoughts, petty times. Yeah, y'all check that stream out. That's what it prompted me to do this one. I said, you know what? Let this shit continue. But yeah. I'm gonna say this to a playlist. This. Yeah, put it right there. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, that open panel was crazy. But I can't believe my subscriber was on TP&T, man. TPOT, you know, the Prophet of Thought. Man. I did like an hour stream. I mean, 2-hour stream yesterday. So, yeah, man. But, you know, like I said, the villains is here, man. We do what we do. You know, I know people want to do a last call. So if y'all want to come up, that's cool, because I can talk about anything right now. Because I know people going to watch it on the playback as well. But yeah, man, it's just like Jason said, you got to get your shit right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like he's staying on his, and everybody had good points. I was jotting shit down, and you know what I'm saying? And you know, this is see, my after streams are usually short. They don't even go over like that long. It's in the afternoon, and I'm just saying, hey, I enjoy this, and I say, look, I don't mind being petty with certain dudes, but you know, my points has already been made. So you know, people are seeing it right now, but you know, the numbers that went down. I had like 30-some people that come in, 31 people done out the box, man. That's a record. So I'm good. So we over here chilling. There's no fuckery. So they said, all right, let's get on. This nigga ain't talking no much. I was like, but you know what I'm saying? That's what I try to do with these open discussions, man. That's what I do. My channel, yeah, I talk a little history and things like that. But the open discussions, yeah, self live streams, I do that too. Talk about different things, different angles. But yeah, my numbers jumped up in the description. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm on fire right now. Now I'm back in the algorithm like I normally do. So yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, this shit's gonna go up. Last night, I'm surprised I got a lot of replay value. The replay value of the South America. Appreciate y'all, man, because I thought it was gonna be terrible. And I said, you know what? Let me keep this shit. And that was a 2-hour stream. You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow, you know, I don't know how long that's gonna be. That's like almost like a marathon. But the chill, Sunday Chill X, Sunday Chill number 10, the Halloween edition, we're gonna do that. That's gonna be a good one as well. So for me, I got to get this out. That's the stream I'm going to do because I'm scheduled tomorrow, and that's going to be at night. That's going to be like 8:15 and things like that on Eastern time over in Georgia, in Kennesaw, Georgia, outside of Atlanta, you know, in Cobb County. So I will be around tomorrow at 8:15 Eastern time. So, you know, wherever y'all at in the world, that's when I'm going to be on. So I'll be on for a minute. So I decided to do it today because I missed half of the discussion when I was off the panel. And I stepped away from the panel because knowing I don't drop down. I was like in the store and I told Rashawn, like, you know, I was up there and had my piece and speak over to DeAndre's because he was getting some numbers as well. So basically, I'm just, you know, doing the stream and, you know, I'm just going to get this one out the way. So I know it's 2 hours. I was waiting for Rashawn doing the stream as well. So, yeah, man. Get my little 2 hours in. So, yeah, if y'all want to come up, that's cool, man, because, you know, I talk about something else besides the little dramas going around with those individuals, man. What I saw, we told Gino, man, you better chill, man. The women is not your fucking friend. Because they're not your friend. Because normally, they just there to stir up shit. So, appreciate y'all coming through, man. I don't know if I'm going to do a self live stream after this. It's kind of cold and damp because I already did a stream today. I'm just going to be a panelist today, but I did this one out of respect for DeAndre. So I said, you know what? Let me do one. And appreciate y'all coming through. So with that, I'm going to say peace.